Hey, welcome everybody to 20 Sites to Every Story. Sorry about the late start here this morning. We are playing Temple of Elemental Evil, and this is probably going to be more regular that we're doing this on a Saturday morning because, um, yeah, Friday night just is going to be is a little bit more difficult for me to do. But I say that, and then I had to switch a bunch of my games this week, this month back to Fridays. So. But going forward, I'd like to get a few different times on the schedule so we can open things up, get more people in here, and yeah, we're joined by two new players here today, so that's exciting. We're adding some more people into the border or into the Borderlands, into Hamlet and into our campaign. Um, uh, Not going to go into too much depth here, but as I just said, we got some new players here. You could be a new player in our campaign as well. If you want to get details on how you could come and join us for a game, just join our Discord, and we've got some channels devoted to the Temple of Elemental Evil campaign in our server, and ask some questions, and we'll point you in the right direction and make sure we get you all set up. So, so yeah, since we're running a little bit late, we'll just get right into the story. I'll give a little kind of summary of what's going on currently in Hamlet, and then we'll do some character introductions, and then we'll kind of get started. So we're picking up. It's the evening of the 19th of Sun Seb. It's sort of you're coming back to Hamlet. It is sort of a little bit of a festive mood or celebratory mood. The cult of the Black Earth has been defeated, and many of the adventurers have returned back from their stay at the farmstead that is situated not too far from the Temple of Elemental Evil, where they were kind of setting up shop, setting up home base to send crews in there. But it's time to enjoy a well-earned beverage back at the Stumbling Ogre, and it is busy. It is busy with many of the townsfolk who are here wanting to pay respect, say a few words of gratitude to the adventurers for the return of the village's lost children. And the even the tavern owner is Ostler Gundagut, who had one of his children abducted. And so, um, as much as everybody wants to buy you a drink, you're not paying for a thing here ever again. As Abraham has been returned back. So there's a steady flow of complimentary food and drink that is coming your way. Um, you recognize probably most of the faces in the tavern as people that you've encountered on the road. Um, of course, I'm speaking maybe more to the people that spent some deal of time in Hamlet. But most of them you recognize. There's a couple of new faces here, and you maybe some of our new players maybe have found their way to your table to kind of uh, ask about what's going on. What is all this thanking that is happening, and kind of get started with a conversation there. But there's some other folk that you don't recognize either. There's a couple of knights situated kind of in the southeastern side of the tavern that look like they're all armored up, and they look like they have pressing business somewhere. And based on some of the things that you have heard, there was a missive that came back at one point from Canon Turgon, uh, the steward of the Church of St. Cuthbert here in Hamlet. He had at some point went on a journey up north to Valuna to try to see if they could get some reinforcements to come help with the busyness of the Temple of Elemental Evil. And he had sent back a missive at one point reporting back that things didn't look good about getting a large force because war has broken out in the north, to the north of Furiandi. Um, the Treaty of Greyhawk is broken. Recently, Ayaz the Old, the half-fiend demigod that rules the lands north of Furiandi, has broken the treaty and attacked, and his forces have gone over the border and restarted hostilities, which is kind of a big global event that one war, one party of this pact breaking the treaty could throw everything into imbalance, starting conflicts everywhere. So this is all just kind of like big. Hamlet is so far removed from this. Like the only way that you probably heard about this happening was because you got a direct message. Like news of this to Hamlet probably wouldn't come for months and months. But it seems like maybe these two knights, if you've had any passing conversation with them, they would have said that's where they're headed. They're headed to the front lines to go and join that conflict. But Canon Turgeon has returned, and one of the new players. Help me with the pronunciation. Is it going to be Voteri?
Well, that's a title of a paladin
Oh,
of St.
sorry.
Cuthbert. His name's Donovan Lockwood.
Gotcha. I'll get that fixed. See,
Yeah,
I'm so
votary.
noob. I don't know what the titles are versus the names. But you have returned back with Sir Turgeon. You've kind of been like the token person that the arch clericy is sending to kind of check things out and determine, is this something we really need to send a large scale force towards? We don't have anyone really to dispense at the moment, but kind of you're doing some info gathering for them. So that's where we're going to pick up, and we're going to do some character introductions here. Thanks for the re-roll, Galaxian. So we got some re-rolls in the pot here for the players. So 5 re-rolls. The way this works for the new folks is there's like basically the chat can interact with us, and they'll buy us re-rolls and healing potions, wandering monsters. They might do things to help or hurt you. Um, but there's a pot of re-rolls that if you ever just have a bad roll and you're like, I really wanted that to succeed. Hey everybody, can I use a re-roll? Everyone's gonna say yes. I've never heard anyone say no. And then you just do a re-roll. So it's one. You get to use one re-roll. You can't just spam re-rolls and use all 5 on the same roll to try to get a success, but you can use one. So all right, why don't we start with Winston to do some character introductions? I'd say just kind of, why don't you tell us just like a little bit about your character and like maybe, I don't know, if there's anything interesting that they're doing currently in the tavern while this big celebration is happening, you can tell us that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm playing Absalom. Absalom is a level 3 swashbuckler rogue, Goliath, which in our setting is the Oridians, so kind of the original people. And he's a tall, lanky, pirate-looking guy. He's got a glass eye, lots of tattoos. His leathers are fashioned into kind of like a, like a what's the like a trench coat and the whole pirate get up, right? And what he's doing at the bar is he is basking in the glory of all of these other amazing deeds that people have done. And he's talking about how he found the children originally. And if it weren't for the fact that he had to drag his party away from 15 skeletons, and he would have personally led the children out, but he made certain that they were safe. And he's sort of just like spinning the tale of how important he is to everyone at the bar.
Sounds good. Um, Next up we have Casey's character, Humboldt.
So hi, I'm Casey. I'm playing Humboldt. He is a human barbarian level 4. Considers himself a bit of a matchmaker, and that's sort of what he's doing right now. Is he's pulling all the people together because he's heard that the paladins and the knights are supposed to be researching the area, so he wants to make sure that they're getting the full story. So he's like, "Wait, Dane, come over here. Tell it, no, Dane, turn. Oh God, damn." Deaf dwarf, turn him around, sit him down. Dane, all right, look, what I want you to do, tell him about what you saw with the stones moving about and the thunder, the last thing you heard, and Absalon, you got to tell him about although and and the skull and the demons. We should just go down and I mean I know there's a lot of celebration going on. I don't want to downplay the celebration. Great, eat, drink, be merry, but they started relaxing a little too soon about 100 years ago, and it's all just come back. So we really just need. Could we just go down and take a look? I think a couple of hundred 3,000 soldiers probably do the yeah. And he's kind of just caught up in that. He's been working and drinking reasonably heavily, but
Yeah.
there's where he's at.
All right. Awesome. Next we got Percy playing Dane Battlehammer.
Hi, my name's Percy, and I'm playing Dane Battlehammer. He's a 4th level dwarf cleric. He is looking around at this party that Humboldt has put together, and he is just closing his eyes, putting his hands in his face, and just shaking his head.
No, you got to tell him about the horns, the gems, the people in the water, the people, the coal in the brazier. No, just talk time. No.
Next up we have our new players. So first we've got Donovan.
My name's Chris, and I am playing Votary Donovan Lockwood. He's a paladin of St. Cuthbert, new off the rack, volunteered to come down with Canon Turgeon. His demeanor is rather stern, taciturn, a little bit no nonsense. He appears to be Flan heritage, but he's got kind of striking steel gray eyes, which would indicate he's got some backloonish in him. But he has been in town for just a couple days. Had been talking to some of the regular common folk in that, and the word that he's been getting from them is that everything seems to be fine. So he thought that he would seek out some of those that had been more active, I guess, into this and find out, I guess, maybe what more is going on. And currently he's sitting at the table and sipping on a brandy. So
Sounds good. And now next we have Sorik.
Hi, my name's Nathan. I'm playing Sorik Fathid. He is an archer. He has an elven cut to his hair and elven clothes, but he's a human. He has come from the nation of Serene to the south. It's a mostly elven nation, but his family fled during the first elemental temple events. His family fled south to the elven nation, so he's come up here to kind of research his family lines and see what's going on with that. So he's just been in town for a couple days trying to find out, and with everything going on, it's definitely piqued his interest.
Awesome. And thanks for the subs there. I see Full Metal Jank, thanks for the sub. And oh, Sarah. Hey, Sarah, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Sarah's going to be joining us, I think, in our next one. So maybe doing some homework watching us right now. So that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so that's our characters. Presently, as you're either inflating tales or trying to get others to tell tales or trying to learn of tales at the table. You see over at the bar here, Elmo is sitting at the bar. He's there with his brother Otis, and you could see that Elmo is quite visibly intoxicated. He's kind of wobbling a bit as he stands. Is just swaying. His brother kind of holds him up a little bit, but he raises a glass. He raises a tankard. It looks like he's about to say a few things. There's been the drinks have been amazing tonight. There have been a couple of reserve barrels that the Brewmaster from the Hairy Turtle had donated for tonight's celebrations. So yeah, everyone's kind of at this point, but Elmo is definitely been hitting it maybe just a little bit harder than everyone else. And he raises his glass and he says, "I'll raise a drink for friends, both new and old, and good fortune. Our children are back. They're lost, but now they're safe with their families, and it wouldn't be possible without these brave champions of of Hamlet. He's kind of tipping his glass in your direction, and then like in his left hand, he throws up another drink. He's just double fisting it. He says, "I'd like to raise a second drink. To a swift and painful death to every last one of them damn cultists. And that pretty boy Lareth, he can die too. He can die twice. He can die in stupid giant birds. I hate him." And he just starts, like, Otis is like trying to tug him. Like, everyone's already taken their drink. And so he's having a good time over there. You can see Spugnoir. Looks like he's like heading upstairs. He's got a book in hand. Like it looks like he's about Spugnoir. I don't know. He's not from the town, and so he had traditionally been staying here at the inn. So it looks like he's probably heading up to take a break from everything.
Whoa, thanks for the jams, man.
Yeah, you notice a number of familiar faces. Narfallen, the gnome from the Free Assembly, is here. Just a bunch of people, and you're all at your table. And yeah, what does the conversation kind of sound like as we bring the focus back over to you?
I've got a mug of rum, and I'm just pointed at Humboldt. Say, Humboldt, my friend, you worry too much. We have slayed the earth cult to save the children. Look at this, we're practically worshipped here. Just bask in it. And you're also muted.
No. Look, Lareth, Halfdrow, was, remember the fella who was saying, "Hi, I lead the cults. I'm going to combine the cults, make everything like super culty." He just took over a floor of the temple. So, like, his plan, like, like step 1, take over the temple. He's checked that off. I don't want to know what step 2 was. Remember, Lareth, that no, okay, yes, we did hurt a bunch of cultists. That's good, but we've now taken an army and let that become cultists. So now we haven't got farmers we're dealing with. We've got mercenaries. We've leveled up our cult issue. No, it's not connecting. I'm just seeing glassy eyes here. How about
Is
this?
that some sort of joke about my eye? Are you making fun of my eye again, Humboldt?
I forgot. No, I
Stare
wasn't,
at you with the glassy. That's a low blow, my friend.
My
But that
foot
will be
tastes
forgiven
funny.
tonight.
Oh, how about this? Look, we got two fresh faces. They could come, take a look at it, and give us an unbiased opinion. How about that? You, me, Dane. We go on a little scouting party. We bring our 2 new friends. Eh?
Donovan, you are a man of the cloth. What is your take on the cultist situation?
Well, at this point, I need to assess the situation, and the best way to do that is to put my eyes there. So if you guys are willing to go again, I would be more than happy to accompany you and get this figured out as far as what exactly is occurring there. This Lareth you speak of, is he? You say he is a cultist or just a mercenary?
Hard to say.
Lareth is after the skull. It's an artifact. A few of us went back in time to the original war, and well, bad things were done with the skull. And that's what he's after. At least that's what he was asking us for when he attacked us in the Earth Cultist area.
Dane, we talked about this. You can't tell strangers that we went back in time.
Yes,
But
that
then-
is disconcerting to say the least.
Well, I wasn't going to lead with that one. How about?
But it's true.
Well, look. We want to assess. So how about we get our SS over to the temple, and we'll take a little look around. Elven fella, archer, sharp eyes, human looking though. Come along.
Sure, absolutely. I'm curious to see this temple that is in my family has ties to.
Oh,
Not that kind of ties, I think.
Oh.
everybody has an uncle like that.
Oh, no.
It's okay. If he does anything suspicious, I'll knife him in the back.
Again, not one of those things you say out loud at the first table. But
I just want to give a shout out. Thanks, Dave, for the gifted subs. Thanks for the DM rerolls. Cliff, thanks for the DM reroll. So as you're kind of having this conversation, one of the villagers bursts through the front doors of the tavern, panicked and just shouting and screaming and saying, "Otto, Flynn, you have to come quick! Your house is on fire! Come, come!" And there's sort of a panic that comes over the tavern. A number of people kind of scramble. Those that are still sober enough to do anything about the situation definitely head straight for the door. I'm going to flip real quick to the map of Hamlet so I can point out where this is all happening. But what would you all be doing? Would you be scrambling to go and see if you can lend help, or
I would be saying, Spugnoir got loose again, it seems.
Spugnoir's like pretty quick, like he's like sort of nearby, and he's like, "Why is it always you lay these accusations on me? I am right here. You've seen me all night."
Well, you are a sneaky little man. You did set the fire and came back so
What?
quickly.
No, fire. We go put it out first. Accusations later. Come on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes.
Donovan would be up immediately and heading towards it.
Sounds good.
I'll be up
So
last.
y'all kind of come and head out, and is this little farmhouse down here where Edith, kind of an older widower, lives with her two adult sons, Otto and Flynn. They still take care of the farm there. Now, Otto and Flynn were at the celebrations. Mom, not. So that's what they're kind of panicked that she's still in the house. So everyone like kind of heads out that way.
Alex,
And
real quick, can we do a quick tech check and make sure everyone's on the same map? Because I see a couple on the TOE level 1.
oh, I wonder if I click it from this. Maybe I have to click something.
Might have to activate it again. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how it works with. Well, now it just disappeared.
Yeah, I see that too. There's some people are looking at the dungeon map for some reason. If you don't see anything, maybe refresh your browser. I wonder if that would fix it.
Okay.
Waiting on a refresh right now.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not a huge thing since we're kind of in a theater of the mind segment, but just for later.
Yeah, sorry. I feel bad now you didn't see all the tavern stuff. Yeah, so it's... I'll just wait a second to see if people can get in or not.
I'm waiting on a refresh myself. So yeah, I clicked the Hamlet button up top, and it got to like 97% and hung. So
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's usually like that the first time, and then once it gets there,
This is a
it'll be
huge map, so that could be part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So so we were saying basically there's like a house that's on fire, and there's
Yeah, there's a house on
it's
fire where Otto and Flynn and their mother Edith live. So a lot of the people are heading out in that direction. Folk are, there's a stables that's attached to the inn, so some people are going to where the little trough where the animals drink is, filling up some buckets. Like everyone's just going wherever they think they can get some water to kind of help put out the fire. And a number of people are heading that way and looking. It's fully ablaze. Like this is uh, a flame that's going to probably collapse this house in a matter of minutes. And so, is anything special that
Right.
any of you are doing as you head out that way?
I'm
I
gonna look
would
for
be
anybody suspicious.
Give me an insight check.
ooh oh
No one too out of the ordinary. Like everyone that's like rushing over in that direction, is someone that is familiar at least. Like you recognize them. And like you don't see any
I'm
shadowy
looking
people
for.
like walking off into the distance or trying to
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
what
get
I was.
away.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I would be asking if there is anyone still inside.
A couple of the townsfolk say that Edith is likely still inside and asleep.
Okay. Um, I would hightail it in, to the house, and to be totally honest, I would bust through the door to try and get Edith out.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna say like this isn't a huge house, really. The challenge here is just being able to get to her and get out without too much smoke inhalation that might, give you a level of exhaustion or something. Just give me like a Constitution check.
See if I know how to do this. Just click the Constitution on my character sheet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's like the word Constitution is what you click to bring up the roll prompt.
yeah.
Okay. An ability check, not saving throw, correct?
Ability check right here.
You don't see too many
Boo!
Constitution. Oh no.
Okay. So you managed to get in and find her. You're taking in quite a bit of smoke, unfortunately. So you get a level of exhaustion, but you manage to get hold of her and bring her out with little problem. Um, and shortly after you kind of emerge from the doors, like the house um, begins to collapse. Actually, that's happening kind of like right as you're like leaving with her. So give me a dexterity saving throw as you're like exiting the house.
Alex, can I help with that? Like I was planning to not necessarily follow him in, but sort of kind of, keep an eye on him in case he went down. Is there any way I can kind of like watch out and like warn him?
Okay. Give me. Hmm. Let's just say like a personnel, like a. I'm reverting back to DCC because it's probably like the one.
I love it.
Go.
Roll under my charisma.
No, yeah. Give like a. I don't care what it is, just some kind of charisma-based check. There's a lot of commotion about. It's like about like cutting through that noise to
Oh
have your
no.
directive get hurt. Okay. I'm gonna say if you would have succeeded, I would have said like a 13. You could have given him
Sure.
advantage, but he's okay. You managed to clear it
Yay.
with your saving throw as you managed to kind of protect her a bit with just crouching over her, protect her head. Some of the timber and whatnot of the house comes crashing down, and then you exit the front door, and the house collapses.
You are lucky, friend, that I was there to help you.
I appreciate it. I will lay her down. Does she seem hurt at all?
She's coughing a bit, but she seems you got to her in time. Like kind of like you, like she's probably going to be feeling this in her lungs a bit for the next day or so. But no injuries, nothing. You managed to get her out of there without a scratch. So she's kind of waking up, and the brothers, Flynn and Otto, come over and like are thanking you for your quick action, and some of you might have a suspicion about this because some month ago, an orb of elemental fire was discharged within Burns' tower, and since then there have been sort of sporadic fires like this, mostly having taken hold of some of the trees and such, but this is maybe one of the first homes that's actually been hit with that effect. And so this is like kind of a phenomenon that's been happening about a mile or so around Hamlet.
Aye. So look, like we were saying, cult might be a little bit beat up, but they're not gone. See?
See, I think that what we should do now is we should probably investigate these cults because, as you can tell from the fire, it's we all think that they've been defeated, but clearly they are not. So
Yes, it's a hot spot of cult activity.
even Humboldt agrees with me.
Who were these people that whose house was set ablaze?
So they are just some of the townsfolk here. Their names are Otto and Flynn. Those are the two adult sons, and then Edith is their mother. Um, there haven't been any like super remarkable like. Well, maybe that's not true. Absalom, you played in the session where you had to like buy horses, right? Or,
Yeah,
like,
Otto
get some
was the
horses.
horse.
Yeah, these were the folk that you did that with. That helped you out there.
That's right. Yeah, I recognized Otto.
So
Fellas, work the fields.
I was in the inn, and you guys were talking about having defeated a cult. So there's still more cults then.
We
Yeah,
hurt them.
the air cult only has one member.
Pretty sure
water-
that's not how cults work.
Well, we defeated the earth cult, and that's the place that Lareth is staying now. And the water and the fire cult have been fighting each other.
Naturally.
So this would probably be fire cult related.
Got the earmark.
Spugnor's like raising his hand in the background.
Careful, Spugnor.
Well, I think they might be the root cause, but I think really that orb that went off, that I was in a coma for a bit. That thing that you made me look after, I think it might be responsible for this one.
But isn't the orb fueled by the cult, which is fueled by the elementals, which are the salamander folk what beat the shit out of me earlier?
I'm saying, I'm not holding it against you. You guys told me to look after it, and
Where is this orb?
well, it's gone now. It blew up in my face.
I see. Are there
So
more
if-
orbs like this around? Spugnar, you're aware of?
I really hope not. I don't. If you guys bring me another orb, I'm not falling for that one again.
Well, if we were to want to stop the orb from doing the things, what steps would we take?
Well, I think that the objective might be stopping more orbs from happening. I don't know if we could do much about this one, but let it play out.
So you're on board with the idea of going and dealing with the cults in the temple then?
Absolutely, I don't want a second. Next time you might come with like a water orb or a wind orb. I wonder if you use a wind orb, would you counteract the? No, let's not follow that research question.
Well, that's a great idea, Spugnar, actually.
No. People. They use people to make them.
Yeah, that's a bad idea then. Let's not.
Yeah, no, we don't. No, people like babies. They just cram babies into them, and that's how they use them. We don't want that.
That sounds unethical.
Also that.
Are these union babies? No. Do you think there'd be more orbs if we were to go find the fire cultists?
Well, the fire cultists are on the second level of the temple. Go down, turn right, past the body of the Hydra. Do not put coal in the braziers, and don't tell Forwald that we're going.
So, I think we must find these orbs and stop them.
Okay. Sure.
Sounds like either way we need to head towards the temple, though.
Hey.
And it's nighttime, correct? Currently.
Yeah. So you're probably looking to take a rest at the tavern and head out in the morning.
Just as a precaution, one thing that I will do after I, assist this lady or whatever, I will do a divine sense to see if there is any evil around this particular, if anything is still within the
Yeah.
town here.
So you kind of get in tune with you're Saint Cuthbert, right?
Correct.
Get in tune with your deity, and nothing kind of pings that sense of yours.
All right. Well, we have a long day tomorrow. Let's go get some rest. Sorek, are you coming with us to the temple?
Yes.
You didn't have any visions of fire last night, or
No.
demons and skulls flying around, and none of
Go
those
back
sorts of
in
things?
time or anything?
You don't hear.
No.
You don't
I
hear
haven't drank
voices.
enough. Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
drank enough to have.
Well,
those
so only
visions.
when you drink. Okay. Good.
I don't. I wouldn't think I have to say this, but there's sort of an orchard near the temple, and the fruits that grow there just look angry. Them fruits are poison. Don't eat them. You'd think folk would know that, but at least twice now I come across people just chomping down on them. So don't eat the evil-looking apples.
What happens if you eat them?
It make you sick.
Well, that sounds bad.
You can ask Blue Jay. Jaybird, Blue Jay, the singing fella. Song, wind, air. I don't know.
I don't care anymore. Let's go to bed.
Okay. Good night.
All right. So you head back to the tavern and get some rest. Ostler Gundagoot offers to give Edith and Otto and Flynn a place to stay for the night, and so they're taken care of. The town's gonna take care of them, and so you get your long rest. Donovan, your level of exhaustion goes away after you get some rest and everything. And in the morning, you head out to the area near the temple. So here's just kind of an overland map just for folks that haven't seen it before, and give you kind of a sense of where you may be headed. Basically, the temple is out fairly close to Nulb. There's a farmstead about an hour away from there that the party had been kind of using as a home. It used to be controlled by the Earth Cult. They were using it for themselves, but the party had wrested it away from their control, and so it's about 2 days journey abouts to get there. And so I haven't heard any noise in the chat, so it sounds like you're gonna get there safely. No interesting things happen on the road. So yeah, we'll flip real quick, unless there's any questions about the journey there. Um, we will
I'm taking my
make our way.
horse.
Okay.
I'm just riding it comfortably while everyone else is walking.
Sounds
Except for
good.
Humboldt. Humboldt's got like a cart or something, right?
Well, no, Oti doesn't agree with the temple, so I left him behind. I thought with the donkey there'd be too many assesses.
Gotta keep the big bad safe. All right, so you head out that way. Uneventful journey to get there. But at some point you make your way through the thick overgrowth of thistles and burrs and thorns and nettles and get your way over to like what was once um, a wall that sort of surrounded the complex, now having fallen into ruin. And past that, you can see the temple's upper works, which appear as dark, overgrown, dark stone overgrown with like vegetation and such. And everything about it is just sort of seems demonic or cruel or otherworldly. Just different edifices and gargoyles and things like that that kind of make up um, the decor, I guess, of the outside. Um, so it's probably I don't know. Do you want? I guess we can kind of start and fast track to different places. Do you want to explore the upper works of the temple at all? Do you want to go to the first floor? Do you want to go to the second floor?
Sork, that bit over there, the pointy uppy bit, that's the tower we were talking about with the door with the chain. On Lareth folk, must be 3 days ago now, come out in force down there, out that way. If either of you can spot how they manage the down bit and the over bit, having the tower be a good foothold, but I don't know it's important for the fire bit right now. You said maybe you had the good eyes.
How tall is the tower?
It's about. I mean, from this distance it looks quite short, but when you get closer, it seems bigger.
So is the chain still on the doors of that tower?
Yes. Let's see. How tall is the tower? I'm sure
It's about
whatever answer I give is inconsistent with whatever I told them the first time.
We'll check the tapes.
It's
It
about
seems to be growing taller every time.
I mean, it's like a two-story tower. The top of it. Do I have the picture of it still? But yeah, the chains are still on the tower. Um,
Oh, it's quite spooky.
there are arrow slits that seem to be kind of where you would maybe about like 15, 20 feet up. So kind of like a second tier of the tower. Um, I don't know. We'll say the tower is about like 30 feet tall.
It's like 3 stories.
And you can see that there are two small blackbirds perched on the tower top.
Those things are bastards.
Could you
My
snipe
cloak is made out of the big versions of them. But so if you two, or at least the ones of you that has the good eyes, thinking now would be an opportune moment to assault that tower, we could detour. If you look out there and you say, "Oh no, I see like 50 guys with crossbows pointed at us," we don't. So what do you see? Or not.
Who are you saying has good eyes?
Anybody but me. I'm blind in the dark, and a bit, when reading.
Now, I want to be clear. You said that some of these men had gone from the temple to the tower and got into it somehow, and then they left the temple and went somewhere.
I've never actually seen him go back. No, so Laris boys were up in the tower. That's where they've been, camping out. And when we come out, they're usually down here waiting for us. But in the last fight, they all come out in force and went down in the temple. So I'm thinking there's less of them in the tower now. But now that I'm looking at that tower and thinking there was 50 of them, they must have been in there like sardines.
Unless there are lower levels.
That's the bit where I get a bit wiggly. So,
Can we see
How is
any movement in the tower?
How far away are you, and I guess how close to the tower do you want to get to assess such a thing? Even if you were close, it would be very difficult to ascertain. The only reason that you knew is because I think Teasley used like an invisibility spell. There was a whole bunch of kind of shenanigans about getting up onto the tower and actually looking in an arrow slit. Because otherwise there's no really visible indications from the outside.
And it's daylight right now, right?
Well, yes. So our classic way, of course, is if we just approach the tower. If they don't shoot arrows at us.
No.
We could calculate the rate of arrows. If only one comes out every minute, then maybe there's only one. Every 6 seconds, there should be one arrow per person.
Storik, that's a longbow, isn't it? You're carrying a longbow.
Yeah.
Hey, you shoot those like 300 some feet, right? That like ways away. You can see what you're shooting at, right? So
Yeah.
we don't have to get closer than like 300 feet for you to see. I mean, for me from here, that could be just a big fella standing on a pile of stone. I can't tell. But if we get you like 300 feet, maybe you could,
Well, depends how wide the arrow slits are to see through.
Some context, Alex, he has sharpshooter. So that's his feat. Oh, you know that.
Sure. So, so the possibility is, you're probably not going to be able to get numbers because you don't know who's not at the arrow slits, but you might be able to, see, is there anybody in there? If you want to verify that part, yes. I just want to set you up to think like, okay, you're going to get a full readout of like what's in there.
There are 5 people, one with blonde hair, one with a bad eye. Yeah.
This guy's name is Jake.
Tags.
He's got a name tag. So
how was the chain connected? I mean, how was the chain set up?
It's like one chain there's like iron rings on the sides of the door, and they're kind of wrapped around, and they are held together by a padlock, I believe, like a really big, heavy-duty padlock.
I could maybe peek it.
So there was a question that came up that I want to know too, is what time of day is it? So you could definitely have come here kind of during the evening as you first arrived, or you could camp, wait till the morning hours, and come when you got daylight.
Well, if we came in the evening time, we might be able to see torchlight and things like that through the arrow slits too.
So coming in at night, is that the plan? All right. So you will see that there is light coming from the arrow slits.
Which doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it could mean something.
So Absalom, being as you were saying how sneaky you are, and being as how them pools of light from the arrow slits have bits of dark in between, could you unlock that lock without getting,
They'd have to not see me. But
That's where the darkness and the you being sneaky part of the plan. No? Okay.
oh, I could do it, of course. I always hate these types of levels in video games, but I can.
So,
I can.
is
do
there
it.
any cover close to the tower?
Close to the tower, not really. Out further away, you do have like the trees and the overgrowth and things like that, but um, the best you'd be able to do, like you can get there's a bit of ruin about maybe 90 feet or so away from the ruin, and like that's probably as close as you can get before you're just out in the open.
Yeah. I mean, a tower's not much good if it's not in the open, so yeah.
Is there any kind of like Humboldt is suggesting? Is there any like possibility of trying to approach staying in the shadows, or do they have it lit a certain way?
Like it's the outside lit, you mean?
You would be relying on
Oh no.
hopefully that they don't see very well in the dark. Basically, there's not cover. You would be relying on the cover of night to possibly. It's possible, but it'll be pretty tricky because you know.
So I would be remiss to not notify you of this as a moderator in the chat. But Empty Archetype has redeemed a wandering encounter.
Has this ever been done before?
This
Never
is our
did it
first
before.
time.
This is okay.
Oh.
Oh god. So we're having this debate about like, do we sneak up? Do we pick the lock? Do we just start shooting arrows, like distractions, and then something happens?
Well, Winston, you noticed it, so would you roll me a d20?
Winston,
Aye.
please.
I will. I'll roll you a nice good d20. This is what we were talking about earlier about the dice. How good is it going to be for us? It's a 10.
The method of your
Down the middle.
So, I'm gonna pull up the temple map. Temple outside. So, I'm gonna throw your tokens down and you can kind of tell me, is this where you're at or not? Are you, like, do you think, like, you've all, like, gotten, maybe you're, like, in, like, where the thicket of the usk fruit trees are, kind of looking out at the tower, because you'd feel reasonably safe there, so, okay.
Have you activated the map yet?
Oh. No, because I gotten so used to using this thing at the top, and then apparently it doesn't automatically activate it. So.
Bum bum bum.
Now these are the fruits I said don't eat. Do not eat these.
Noted.
So this map, I don't have the scaling quite right, so I'm just putting tokens out to kind of represent like where you're roughly standing.
And to be totally honest, until you brought that up, I forgot that people do this.
All right. Are all of your tokens like able to see and everything like that?
I can see.
I can.
Okay.
I can.
So, to resolve our wandering encounter here, I need to figure out how many are coming. Okay. Oh, really?
It's okay. Just let it happen.
Okay.
Let it happen.
So we'll see if this is even like actually like. So this is what's happening. You all were, I think maybe like talking about let's get like Absalom or somebody up over here at least to like see if like maybe you could get them even closer. But some of that rubble that you've been kind of discussing about using as cover kind of starts to like kind of rocks start to like kind of move and shift, and you just see like you see this like giant rat kind of emerge, like its face emerges from the rubble, and it starts to move out, and it's just like this one rat. But then all of the rubble gives way, and there is like 50, 60 giant rats that are coming and charging like straight for your group, like they're being possessed by something. But it is like this army of giant rats just scurrying across the courtyard there directly to your location.
Can we
Excellent.
run
No, run where?
to the temple?
That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Well, now you're making fun of his hearing.
No.
Somehow. I just heard the heard.
Frying pan, fire.
That's true. Maybe we can use the rats to
I have a
ambush
feeling that this is a typo in the book, but I'm rolling with it because I think it's hilarious. I think it's supposed to be a plus sign and not a multiplication sign.
This is excellent. Okay. Alex, can you pop my token on the map, by the way? I just realized my token's not on there.
Oh, really? You're
Well,
on there.
I think. I don't
Let's
see
see.
anything.
I can
my
try
token
to
missing.
put it back on again.
Yeah, delete it and put it back. Just because I mean I see like grayed out map. I don't see a token or anything.
Humbold's like pulling
I
out his
don't
tape.
need to refresh. Let me just refresh. There we go. Yay.
Oh, I wish we had brought Spugnor.
We did. He's right here, of course, right? Spugnar.
Oh, look at him, burning hands. Let me line you up there, buddy.
So I guess at this point, the question is, do you run or are we gonna deal with 60 giant rats?
Considering nobody has, well, Dane, do you have any way to like massively destroy them? Like some kind of
No.
we need to run.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Why haven't you learned a holy word?
Not run, tactical retreat.
No,
Yes,
I'm running. Tactical retreat is for people who are slow.
So you all run away and head within the doors. I'm gonna assume it really doesn't matter. You all head into like kind of the side doors of the temple. No problem. You get there and are able to slam the doors shut, and you just hear the scratching and the gnawing of teeth on the wooden the bronze wood door.
So,
it's just like the Ravens.
do you think, Humboldt, you seem to know a lot about the creatures. Do you think these rats eat horses? I'm looking at you like tearing up a little as I've tied my horse up outside of the temple.
When you say tie, your horse isn't drop rein trained.
I don't know. Wait, what did you say?
Drop rein. When you drop the reins, they stand still. That way, you don't actually have to tie them up. And if there's an emergency, they can run away. No, you didn't do that. You tied it to a tree, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That's what Absalom would have done. Definitely, definitely
Oh.
not a trained horse. This is like a cart horse.
Ha. Will.
They don't eat horses, though, right?
Oh.
No, your horse is fine.
Okay, then everything is good.
Sork.
And I'm going to look over at Humboldt and just roll my eyes.
No, Sork, if we were to peek out the other door, and maybe get the line of sight on that horse, do you think you could shoot a set of reins before we have to slam it shut when the rats come run around?
I'd sure try it.
I think maybe worth just a passing effort.
So you're gonna try to shoot the rope that's tethering the horse?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, give it a shot.
Or put the horse out of its misery before it gets eaten by rats.
The chat has let me know that giant rats eat everything. So
Yes.
And Donkey is not there. Donkey is back home laughing about the horse.
This is what I get for bringing him out.
And then
Alright.
when you get the weapon or spell or whatever you want in the chat, then you hit the, it's kind of weird, you hit the attack button.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a sharpshooter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, with a 24, even without sharpshooter, you got it. Now just roll me a damage roll.
Oh, max damage. Look at that.
That's it. I
All
won't do
right.
anything
Yeah.
else
No
the rest of
problem.
the day.
You managed to pierce
All
through.
right, yeah, no problem.
You managed to pierce through.
You weren't kidding about your eyes.
You managed to pierce through.
You weren't kidding
Did
about
he
your-
hit it?
Are you sure you're not elf?
I was trained by them, maybe.
Is that the
Here.
horse or another of the rats?
Your arrow pierces through the rope, freeing the horse. There's definitely some of the rats do detour and try to go after. There's something to eat there, but the horse gets away and gallops away into the countryside. And you all make it through the bronzewood doors and slam them shut before your pack of 50 or so rats tries to claw and bite at your heels. So you now find yourself in the main vestibule of the temple. Vile glass stained or stained glass windows are intact and barred up top. Up ahead, you can see great pillars of stone that kind of line the entranceway and lead up to a vile altar in the center here.
I will grab my holy symbol as I look around this place and say a prayer before continuing on through all this. And I am seeing a black screen. Oh,
Try refreshing your browser. Unless it,
All right. So if things haven't changed much, there'll be a set of stairs around there that goes down a level where the Earth Cult used to be, and I think Lareth is now. Another set of stairs goes down, and then there's wind, water, and fire. And fire seems to be making the explodey bits, so we could go down there. There's a fine little troll fella who might help us out.
Did you say troll?
I did lead off with fine, but yes, troll was in the middle.
What about let's see the holy men. What do you two think about this? Do we make truck with a troll, or do we brave it on our own?
I say we brave it on our own.
Fire.
Yeah, I don't think we need him.
So if we go down the stairs, there's a big wonkin' brass door. This might be open, might be closed. But if we turn right, we go through the room where there was a Hydra, trolley boy, and then we're in Fire Temple area. And that's where it gets a bit scary. So best of luck to us. Remember, if we start running, don't open the doors all the way out until we hear no rats.
What does no rat sound like?
It sounds like not that.
Yes.
the
The
troll
chat wants to
does
know
have
the
a
troll.
name. Yeah, Ulgrist is his name.
Olgrist.
Aye, Ulgrist.
That is a strong name.
Aye?
My mother's name was Olgrist.
So it
Six.
sounds like the plan that's on the table here is to head down to the second floor.
Yeah, I think so, right? We're going for the fire cultist? We can do it. We can do it.
What could
And
go wrong?
I presume that the plan is to go. Traditionally, you'd used. Can you see like the entire map, or do I actually have walls and such on here?
I can see, I think, everything.
Okay, so I presume you want to come over here and use the side stairway there versus the grand staircase to get there.
Since you say that, yes.
Okay. Well, just because that's how you've always gotten down there previously, but now you're seeing that the temple is like a little bit more interconnected than.
Yeah. This is quite beautiful.
What?
I mean, evil.
Don't think you said evil the first time.
Beautiful. That's what I said. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh, so it's a boutique type of evil. I see. No, it's just bad. Right there. That one. You see that one? That's describing all the ways to skin cats. Every one of them is on that pillar.
I've always wondered.
Aye. Those are the more than ones.
Before we get started, Alex, I want to cast aid.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I'm going to give that to Donovan, Sorek, and Absalom.
Much appreciated.
Thank you. So it says I don't own a token on the map. Do I need to reload?
You might need to reload, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of finicky with the changing of scenes, it seems.
Yeah.
Is there some way on like your character sheet to put aid?
Yeah, what I usually
it?
do, it's a little bit of housekeeping, but if you go to your character sheet under hit points, there's a little like max, like right underneath the actual max hit point. Do you see that? Like, hold on, let me delete it.
Well, currently I'm refreshing, so I don't see it.
Got it. Yeah. So you can do what I do is I just put it under plus max, and then that kind of reminds you what you can keep your maximum as is, and just put the 5 down there, and then that way you can keep track of it, and you can have your actual hit points exceed your maximum on the sheet. Like it won't like prevent you. So like I have 24 out of 19. You know what I mean? So like it's anyways. When it gets loaded up, I'll show you.
I now see my token on a black field. So
that is true. It would be dark down here. So, is there any light source that someone's bringing?
Oh, yeah. Does anyone have light cantrip?
I
look around at all the
lantern.
Fighters. The lantern cantrip.
You guys got lanterns, don't you?
Aye.
Who wants to hold
I
it?
have torches.
All right,
Torches.
Donovan, you've got a torch out.
And Alex, I seem to be hanging out on the temple entrance for some reason.
I'm just being chubby
have you
today.
done a refresh?
I have. I'll give it another one.
I think
So
whatever you did
I
might have
am-
worked because your little dot has flipped over now.
Okay, cool. Hey, so lantern out. I'll use my big stick, which means no shield today. Also means no shooting. Or shooting. I can't shoot. I got a crossbow. So mind what we do. Top.
So up ahead, as you're coming down, basically you're coming down a ramp down to the second level right now. And up ahead here, barring further progress to the north, is a huge shining sheet of bronze that had been previously mentioned by Humboldt. The surface of this sheet is covered with bas-relief faces of gargoyles, demons, and other evil creatures. And it's currently closed. At one point it had been opened, but those that had passed through it know that there's like multiple measures that keep that thing locked. Like there's like bolts and rivets that drive up and like kind of keep it in place. It's got like a way to like bar it on the other side. Like this is a like heavy duty like we're holing up in here and nothing's going to pass through here. So it's possible to open it, but there's just like a lot of mechanisms on it. And that is what you see straight ahead of you. As you're coming down here, you see like an object kind of like pass in front of your perception, coming from the west and heading to the east. Like you're not sure exactly what you just saw, but it looked like an object, maybe about 10 inches in diameter, kind of like almost like a ball shaped kind of thing, go flying in front of you.
Was it glowing?
No, it looked
Like a sensor? Or like a...
it just looked like kind of like an amorphous kind of like ball of, you're not really sure, maybe it was like packed dirt or without seeing it, you can't see it anymore. It passed in front of your vision and has landed somewhere like kind of around the corner.
So, go ahead, Humboldt.
Oh no, I was just about to warn of an owlbear to the left, but then that happened, and I don't know.
Well, it's my experience when something strange happens that you should immediately investigate it.
So, as the owlbear in question is mentioned, that there's an owlbear that kind of lumbers forward and seems to be heading over in this direction.
Ambush.
Oh.
Is the owl bear following that that ball?
Yeah, as you kind of take a moment to observe what he's doing, he comes back around and he's got in his mouth like this suet ball, like it's just dripping with like fat and kind of gross grossness. And he's got it in his mouth, and like he at this point like notices that you're all there, and he's got it in his beak, and he's looking over at you all.
And I'll step out and be like, shh, I am famous for my ability to calm the owlbear. And I'll just stand up and be like, now, owlbear, we mean you no harm. We're here to kill the flame people. And I'm like just having a conversation with the bear.
It drops the suet ball, and it starts like kind of lumbering towards you. And so we'll roll initiative here.
I'm glad you did not ask me to roll an animal handling check, because I would have declined.
The owlbear whisperer.
Yeah. Also, can you move me a little bit closer to everyone else? I'm like in the walls, I think. Oh, I still can't see though. What's happening? Where am I?
Oh shoot, I gotta clear out. I have way too many things on the combat tracker here. Clear everything.
Nice.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
This
Okay.
is strange.
You should all be able to roll initiative now. So if you go to that little combat tracker, which is the little fist icon, there'll be like a die there on the combat tracker, and you just click it, and it'll roll your guy.
Work.
Everyone find the initiative?
Awesome. Yeah, so it looks like we are beginning things out here with Sorik. What would you like to do?
I will shoot it. I'll sharpshoot it. Why not?
All right, 19 will hit.
First of all, there's any coordinates. So.
Wow. So 21 points of damage. Your arrow goes like kind of piercing right through its chest. And kind of like it's like a clean shot, like it goes right through the owlbear. And so he's got this hole, this like kind of bleeding wound that is going to do quite a bit of damage. So he kind of roars out in pain as he is struck by that. Anything else, Soric?
So the steps are behind us, right? Like I could just back up a couple steps.
Yeah, that's like a ramp. So you're at like kind of a little bit more like elevation, like looking down into the combat from there.
Okay. Yep. And I think that's it for now.
Dane, you're up next.
One second, Alec. I don't think Donovan's on the combat tracker yet.
I got him. He's number 2.
You got him?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm way
What
at the
the heck?
bottom.
Why is this not? Foundry's being super weird today. Okay, I'll refresh again. Okay, my bad. Ignore me.
Why are we shooting this thing?
Bit
Is it
light to
angry
ask.
with us?
Too late. It's going to be.
It's happening.
All right. Dane will move forward. Oh. Is that where Upsilon ended up?
Yeah.
It looks like it. He went up to have a little conversation. Nice little talk.
Yeah, I was trying to calm it down like in Jurassic Park. You know?
Yeah, that'll work. And I will smack it with my mace.
No, Dane, you're a healer. Deaf dwarf.
That'll hit. And 4 points of damage to the owlbear.
And then I will use my War Priest to hit it with my bonus action.
That will hit. 7 points. All right, owlbear's taking a beating. It looks quite enraged at this point. We turn to Humboldt.
He'll step up, he'll get super angry, and as he does it, he will swing his glaive at the owlbear. Zealously. And what the heck, recklessly. Because it's a glaive.
Whew, you hit.
And we'll do some damage. 1d10 plus 1d6 plus 4. Yep. That.
Are you a zealot?
I am a zealot. And I'll do
Oh
27
my
points of damage.
Oh, wow. It goes down.
That's insane. Is that a critical?
Nope. That's just. Oh, wait, hang on. Why did it roll 2d10s?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
it did think it was a critical. Okay.
Wait, what did it do?
It did 2d10 and 2d6. I think it rolled as a
hang
crit.
on.
I was like, holy shit.
All right, no.
Zealots are amazing.
Sorry, 11 points of damage. Sorry.
Not quite dead, but still not looking great.
Oh no, I just realized what's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't see that troll. Now I understand. Oh
And
no.
then we're gonna stand here. And then as the troll comes in, does the troll look like one of my friendly trolls?
No, he
Is that
looks real
Ulgrist?
pissed off about what's happening. Like
We're killing his pet.
claws are like reaching out at Absalom to like throttle him.
Then we're just gonna reaction Kathwonk with the polearm master as he comes into range.
Oh no. Okay. I thought there was some kind of pet situation happening.
Yeah, who threw the ball?
That's right.
It's gonna miss. Can I use a reroll?
Go for it.
All right, reroll. 17?
17 will hit.
And nope, not that. God darn it. What are you doing? 2 plus 8 points of damage.
All right.
And I will fix my macro. We're fighting the troll now too.
All
Appears
right.
that way.
So the troll just got hit with this weapon. Still kind of comes right towards where Absalom is. That's the person that he saw initially. So he comes over and he's going to make a bite attack with. He's going to make 3 attacks in total. He'll go first with the claws. He's reaching out trying to grab at you. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm just going to roll a d20 and tell you what the thing is.
Okay. Come on, D20. Don't roll high.
That's going to be an
Why?
18.
That will hit.
And it's going to be 8 points. Sorry.
Oh,
I have to re-roll that. That wasn't right.
Okay.
It's 2d6. That'll be 9 points of damage.
okay.
The second claw is a 15.
That'll hit. I'm just a little rogue. A little roguey guy.
And that one is 10 points of damage.
I will use my Stone's Endurance on the second slash. So I will reduce that by... a 5. So how much? It was 10?
10 total.
All right.
So these claws
Alright.
kind of like dig into your flesh. He kind of like pulls you close a little bit, and his mouth opens up to try to take a bite at you.
Please, we just met.
And a 14. I might use a DM reroll on that.
Okay. Go for it.
I assume your AC is higher than that, but
You have to. I don't tell you until you declare D reroll.
oh, I'll just look at the sheet. Oh, I don't need it.
Damn it.
So he rolls.
Let me make sure that's right real quick because I have.
Yeah, I
I
was
have
gonna say it
studded
seems
leather.
low, but I don't know what your dex is either.
Studded leather is a 12 plus dex, right?
That did seem a little metagaming there, Alex.
No.
Yeah,
I'm the
it
DM. I'm the king of meta. I get
That's
access to all that.
it bites. It hits. I have only +2 dexterity.
Okay, it hits. Okay.
Mhm.
6 points of damage on that.
All right. Just blood's everywhere.
Then it's your turn to respond.
They're like, oh, you think that's funny to bite me? Well, I will kill your pet, and I will attack the owlbear. Now, who is laughing? And I will use my not cursed dagger, and I will re-roll.
Reroll looks
18
good.
hits, and I believe at level 3 it's 2d6 for sneak attack, right?
That sounds right.
All right, so I will hit the bear for 13 points.
Still up.
Fuck. Okay.
Big bear.
I'll see that it doesn't die, and I'll say, well, that didn't quite work so well, but in your eye, and I'll stab him with my bonus action. Well, yes, I will bonus action stab at him with the short sword.
Okay, the owlbear.
No, the troll.
Oh, the troll. Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't get the bonus damage, so just I need to remember to take it off. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes.
All right, and I think this takes off the bonus damage. Let's make sure. Should be just one. I rolled a 1 point, so just like right in his face. And as a swashbuckler, I can disengage if I make a melee attack on a creature. So
Okay.
I will disengage and run away.
Sounds good.
I think he's mad. That's my action.
Sounds good. I'm just going to take a moment here because I noticed we got a lot of people watching just to kind of explain, because I didn't really do an explanation of too much about our community campaign, but we over the summer got a little preview of Temple of Elemental Evil from Goodman Games. They let us run it a little bit early, and so we've been using this as our community campaign. And so what that means is this is a game that we invite our viewers to come and be a part of our community and jump in a game like this with us. So if you're interested in ever participating as a player rather than a viewer, just make sure you come and join us in the Discord, and we'll kind of hook you up in terms of helping you uh, sign up for the game, create a character, and jump in a game with us. So, yeah. So next up, the owlbear. It didn't really seem like the owlbear was fated really to have a round in this combat, but somehow he's still here, and so he will try to hit Dane. He gets to make 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its claws. The beak attack, 20 to hit.
That hits.
That one, 6 points of damage. And then the claw is a critical hit. 29 points of damage.
Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's really not good.
And that's going to bring us to Donovan. As you see, the dwarf, big chunk of the dwarf gets kind of ripped off of his body.
Okay. Donovan, being a paladin, moves up to here. He's going to attack the owlbear with his Morning Star. That's right.
All right.
Did it roll? Okay. No, I click on it and then I hit attack, right?
Yep.
Is that
Yep.
what-
Yeah, that's right.
And then after that, you'll hit normal.
Very good.
I suggest a reroll. We still have a couple.
Yep. Use it.
From
Use
the
it.
kind chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
just click
chat.
click the attack again on that same thing.
Yeah.
You got it. And this time, roll a 20.
Oh, it
Not
almost did.
quite there.
I'm I'm in danger.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, Shield Master, I'm going for broke here, but I'm going to attempt to knock the troll down.
Okay. So you need a strength athletics from me.
Yes. And a strength athletics for me. Jeez. Sorry, guys.
Troll is still on his feet. And Robin just redeemed buy everyone a reroll. So we're filling back up. You're up to 7 here.
We locked those doors so those rats can't come in, right? That'd be very bad timing.
All right. That's all I got at this
Yeah.
point.
Just in case you got some roguish giant rats with thieves' tools.
Yes. I guess
Stranger
they could
things
just
have
see right
happened.
through it.
At least they're not cave beavers. Otherwise, they'd be through that door in no time.
Oh my
Yep.
god, the cave beavers.
Sorik, it is your turn.
Yeah, I will go after the owlbear again. Just with a regular one now. I'll try.
Whoop, 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 whoop. There
Looks
you
good.
go.
Nice.
All right. And this is against the owlbear.
Yes.
Owlbear goes down as your arrow thunks right into its forehead. And stops its assault on poor Dane.
Sorry, Fluffy.
All right. Anything else, Soric?
No, not right now.
That'll bring us to Dane.
Yeah, that hurt quite a bit. I think I'm going to toss a heal on myself. Because that's what Dane would do.
Oh, now he
See?
knows how to heal.
He knows how to heal.
Do that.
All right. 8 points of healing to Dane.
And then for my action, I will... what can I do? It's like a Toll of the Dead, this thing, right?
All right. Wisdom save. All right. I rolled a 0. Sorry. Just so you're aware, what basically, sometimes when you set all of this stuff up months and months ahead of time, Founder gets a little weird with like the connection between like the stat block. So I just got D&D Beyond kind of pulled up for this one creature to track it that way. So I'm rolling. You can't see the roll, but you know he's got it.
We trust you.
He rolled a 0. He failed.
Yeah,
Anytime you fail, we absolutely trust you.
Has this thing been hurt?
He
Yes.
had. So one
poked
thing
him
that
in the
maybe
eye.
wasn't super clear, Humbled, when you struck him, you did some
Mhm.
damage to him, and you saw that wound close up pretty quickly. But he's taken a little bit of damage from Absalom in the meantime.
That's right. I poked him in the eye.
So 6 points. All right. All right. And backing up a bit, that's going to bring us to Humbled.
Oh, for love of far long in there. Big one. Absalon, we need fire, acid, something. And then I will swing recklessly with my glaive. And that hits, and I will do damage like that. 17 of that. And then I will try and hit him with the back end of my glaive.
That'll hit.
15, and then that will do that for 7 more. And if you could just take a few steps back, that would be just wonderful. Why don't you take a few steps back with us? And that's that.
All right. Troll is up next. And looks like Donovan, you're right there. One of his claws
Nice.
comes swinging towards you.
Nice knowing you guys.
Donovan, I believe in you.
We'll tell the St. Cuthbert about you. Your
Yes.
heroics.
So I rolled a nat 1. This is a good time for a DM reroll.
No!
Can we counter that?
Dave, no!
There's no
I'm
counter
gonna counter
roll yet.
spell. Counter roll.
Let's try that again.
Well, like me, please.
Yeah, I have been. Ever since I switched over to D&D Beyond, it's just not been very good. Try it again. Okay, a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yes.
So that one misses. That was sort of like a side, like he's really not concerned about you. It doesn't seem like his eyes are on Humboldt. So that was sort of like his errant, like I'm going to kind of brush this guy out of my way and go towards him. So he steps in.
Gonna be a little bit of a punishment for that as I try and whomp him for coming into range. Maybe.
And that's a hit.
That's a hit, and then that is normal glaive damage.
Oh, Dave, thank you for the reroll.
Dave, why? 15 points of damage.
All right.
No, if you could just stay back, that'd be just fun. No, you're coming. Okay.
He comes right up, and 2 attacks coming your way.
With advantage.
With advantage. Oh, how do I do that? I'll just roll twice. So first, oh, it does give me 21 to hit,
Yep.
and that will be 11 points of slashing,
Down to 5.
and then a bite at advantage, 18,
Will hit.
6 points of damage from that.
Down to 3.
And that brings us to Absalom.
I'm like fishing around in my pockets for something like a flask of fire or alchemist's fire. I'm like, I have nothing but this candle. And I'll just throw the candle on the ground. And then I'll like, we'll do this the old fashioned way, Humboldt. And I'll dance around him, get into this area, and I'm going to not curse dagger him right in the belly. We got 7 rerolls. I'm rerolling it. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And here comes the sneak attack. I'm just bending around Humboldt and just right in the belly. 18 points.
18 points.
And then I will bonus action come with the short sword. Yeah. And just try to poke him again. Oh, now I roll.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Almost a crit, except for it wouldn't have mattered much. This is not. Oh, there we go. 6 points. A little better. So just, and then I will just. You are doing so well, Humboldt. Keep distracting him. You're so swarthy and big, and you just got to disengage.
Candle. What the candle?
That's going to bring us to Donovan.
I am going to do the same things I did last time. I'm going to attempt to knock him prone.
All right, strength, athletics.
He's good.
I got a 17.
All right.
And you had a 15? Okay, so he stays up.
And then I will attack with the morning star.
That one will miss unless you'd like to use a reroll.
Do it.
Do it?
Yeah, we
Okay.
got 6.
Okay.
Down to 5.
They only buy us more if we use them up.
There you go.
All right,
yeah.
that'll hit.
Woo.
All right, 6 points of damage. He's you're seeing that you're kind of overwhelming him. There's wounds that are kind of opening up. You're doing a pretty good job kind of dicing him up. His regenerative ability seems to be struggling a bit to keep up. He's still on his feet.
Would I get an attack of opportunity if I move to there?
No, you could
Okay.
do that. You
Alright.
kind of get kind of out of his peripheral vision.
Yes, move in behind him. So
And that'll bring us to Sorik.
Okay. I have a rules question. A torch. Can you use that as a weapon, like effectively? I don't know. Old rules, it was like a D4, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll say if you use it, it's kind of like
Like improvise.
we'll say it's a D4. That sounds good for
Okay.
damage.
So I can shoot him with an arrow, or I could light a torch for us. Do we want
Ooh.
preferences?
Oh no, you punch holes through things. Absalom's the one who's got a little dagger. You've got freaking
Okay.
logs you're shooting.
Look at this belly.
Did you see the poke? He poked it once.
Hand me the torch then.
I could do that as a bonus action, right?
You could like hand it off
Okay.
as
Right. We will do a sharpshooter shot on him.
Nice.
yeah. All right, so a 16 will hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's still up.
And then I will step up and hand torch and tinderbox, if need be, to Absalom.
Nice.
All right. Dane, it is your turn.
Absalom's looking pretty bad, right?
I've been better. I have 4 hit points.
Oh God!
Your aid saved my life, Dane. I won't ever acknowledge that in game, but
Another 11 for you.
boy, I suddenly feel invigorated.
And then I will Toll of the Dead the
Sounds
troll.
good. Wisdom save. Probably not worth a reroll on this guy. So he'll fail. He's not long for this world. He goes down.
Nice.
Dong.
Baron him!
Oh yeah, I'm coming up with my torch, and I'm be like, "This is for the owlbear or something," and just burn him. I don't have the wit to come up with anything.
Sounds good.
Burn.
The owlbear?
I
What?
didn't want to kill it. He made us do it by bringing him to this place.
Anyway, Donovan, is there anything bad that way or that way?
I do not see anything, but what I will do is do divine sense to sense if there is any undead or fiends or anything that
No,
beyond what I can see.
Not
Absalom.
within. Yeah, not within your range of that ability. You just see like over here is a closed door. Unless that was broken down during the Hydra fight, I don't even remember anymore. But that's that. Over here, you see kind of like just it looks like an animal pen essentially, just like loads of refuse and owlbear feces and whatnot.
I see and sense nothing.
Okay. Well, firefolk were that way. Waterfolk were that way. But the last time we fought a troll that had a pet, he had a friend, and that was Olgrist. And Olgrist had things that he didn't want Teasley to get. So it might be worth us going that way to see if the troll fella had anything worth taking. Before we go that way and fight more fire things.
I
Seems
believe
alright.
someone did that already. I think somebody went into Ulgrist's.
Oh no, I meant
Oh.
this troll, not Olgrist.
Oh,
thing.
gotcha. I gotcha.
Oh,
Sorry.
to like this pin, basically.
To see if this troll had things like Olgrist had things.
All right, that is a great idea. I'm gonna hand the torch and the tinderbox back to Sorak just for the sake of like accounting, and say, "Let me see what I can find. I'm excellent at hunting for things."
Absalom, you're still looking a bit leaky. Are you sure you want to be that far ahead?
I cough a bit of blood out. I'm fine,
Oh, okay.
but I can't see in the dark.
So that's with the lantern and the torch. No, okay. How hard did it hit you?
It hit me not half of my health, if that's what you're asking.
No. I meant like your vision. Is it?
Oh,
Can you?
yes, I can see excellently. What are you doing? Are you making another joke?
Oh, I was going to say gone cross-eyed, but you only have the so it just be sort of off on an angle. Just
All right. I'm gonna look in the nest and see if there's any like baubles, gems, any of that kind of stuff. Just gonna rifle through.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I realize I probably should not be the one doing this, but I am doing it. 11.
I will move to this area to guard, keep my eye on the
southern passage
passageway
there.
south.
Are any of
Um,
us proficient in investigation?
Nope.
No.
I'll take that as a no. Okay. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. Yep. 11.
So you're just kind of rifling through the filth, bones, the litter. You're getting
Yeah,
pretty. You're getting soiled, like kind of digging, just hoping that you find something. But
I'm using a stick.
no. You're using a stick. Well, that maybe explains your 11. You're just poking and not hitting anything.
I won't fully commit.
Yeah.
Salon, I was thinking that the troll would have things in his room, not in the nest of the beast.
Well, you see, owlbears are notorious for not digesting gems, so I thought maybe.
Are there animals that do digest gems?
I don't know. Gem dragons, maybe?
Oh,
We haven't seen any Zorns yet. We need a Zorn.
Zorns, that's right. All right, I'm kind of like, I'm looking for traps, Alex. Like, I know it's like kind of the assumption, but just make sure it's not,
Absolutely.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So yeah, you're looking for the troll's room, and then as soon as you tuck around the corner here, you feel like you maybe see it. Although it's definitely not really like a bedroom setup, kind of the way Ulgrist had. It looks like more of a storeroom. So you kind of poke around there, and you can see it's a mess. There's a number of crates and barrels and burlap sacks and such. But then just littered on the floor is bits of decaying meat and bones strewn haphazardly about. Um, sort of noteworthy, there's a grand polearm that you do see that is leaning against the wall.
What do you think about this thing?
when you say grand, what does that mean?
It was like a troll-sized weapon. It was probably his weapon. He
real
didn't
glad
have
you
it
didn't
on
have
him.
that.
He was playing catch with his animal, so he wasn't really anticipating y'all getting the
Always
drop
have
on
your
him.
Chose
tools.
wisely. And Humble to walk over like, "Hoi!"
It looks good on you. Is it cursed?
Feels a bit excessive, but I am wearing a cloak of raven feathers, so a little extra for me. We'll have
What does the
Spug. We'll have
cloak
Spug
of
note.
raven feathers have to do with anything?
As time goes on, I feel like I'm acquiring things I would have done when I was like 13.
Oh, edge lording. You look so edgy. I like it.
I am, but in any coin, grits are tasty and all, and the free food was nice. But I would like to be able to buy things eventually.
Okay.
Is there anything shiny in the room?
Go ahead
Hold
and
on.
do. Are you like looking in the crates and the barrels, or are you kind of looking for like secrets?
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you're
Well,
Both.
yeah, both.
okay,
Yeah,
I have a
I'll bust the
coupon for
crates.
crate and barrel.
Like I know that there's a lot of secret passages in this temple, so
Why don't we divide and conquer? Who wants to look through the crates and who wants to look for like secrets?
Blind person will take crates.
all right. Let's start with that. So you're starting to like kind of pop the tops off some of these things. The barrels seem to be many of them wine. And the sacks of grain and such, when you cut those open, it's all spoiled.
Ooh.
But the wine, I would say, you kind of smell it. It doesn't have like a vinegary like smell. You think it may yet be good. But yeah, most of the food stuffs is all spoiled and bad, but a couple of these barrels of wine could be okay yet. You do find one of the sacks in the room isn't grain, and when you cut it open, there are coins in there. So
Um,
109 electrum, 84 gold pieces, and 48 platinum that we could split up evenly at the end of the session.
48 platinum. Did I hear that right?
Yes,
Wow.
so probably more than you've found in like the past 5 sessions because it's been a little bit of a drought.
Good thing your deal with Lareth is no longer a thing.
Thank you,
Assassin
folk,
money.
so much more than the other folk. Because last time, they were like, let's fight the Hydra, and we came out penniless. We just had to deal with an owlbear and a troll, and look. Good business sense, these two.
That's right.
Good luck.
That elbow was no joke.
No, you get chewed on by a large number of combined creatures.
They don't seem to like me.
No. I think you should never fight a chimera. I think that must be like your mortal enemy, because like lion eagle don't like you, owl bear don't like you. If we get like 3 critters coming at you in one, there's nothing left.
But I'm good fighting a dragon, right?
Wah. Dragons are just dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a perfectly natural beast. Nothing abnormal about a dragon.
What about the dragonborn? The cat dragon. No, we don't have those in this setting. Never mind. Oh, yes,
Oh no,
we do.
we do. We got Ziloff. Ziloff's a dragonborn.
Oh, that's right. That's a half dragon, half human.
Yeah, he's the one who told us to throw the coal in the brazier. You could go punch the crap out of him. I'd be fine with that.
Anyways, Dan, did you find any secret doors?
No, that search will come up with nothing.
What if you
While
rolled
the
20?
I'm probably not the best listener, but while these guys are looking through the crates and stuff, I would take a listen by that door.
Sure. Give a perception check.
Oops.
All right. So you hear nothing on the other side of the door. To the point the others would say, that's where like the bedchamber of like that's where Ulgrist stays, and so you feel pretty confident that no one's home.
Do you want me to try to open the door for you?
Sure.
Actually, is it locked?
No, it's just like a standard wooden door here. No lock. You check it for traps and everything and feel
I'll
good about
pretend like
that.
I'm unlocking it. There you go.
Thank you.
Another door. Yeah, there's just kind of a little kind of pass-through chamber there to Ulgrist's bedroom.
You guys have been this way before?
I don't think
Not
I have,
into the room.
but might as well. If my spatial reasoning is going well, this should probably open up to the hallway near about where the Hydra come from, which means we'd be back on the Fire Temple side.
Well, perfect.
So, you'll make your way to Ulga's room, and this is a very gross room. Like there's just like excrement that's been like smeared on the walls. It like kind of is in patches on the floor. Big pile of bones heaped up in the corner, um, and it almost looks like everything in here is fashioned from bone. Like he's got himself like a nice little chair that he's constructed of the bones of those that have come before him and not made it out the other side. And then there's a heap of torn cloth, leather scraps, and bits of tapestries and pieces of rug in another corner. He's got
I
a
did
shelf
not
of
know-
like different skulls, like he collects skulls. There's dwarf skulls, human skulls, goblin skulls.
See.
I had pictured something completely different as Ulgristrum when I was talking to him. He might be a little more monstery than I thought.
Does it look like he's been in here for a while?
Um,
Does it look lived in?
I'm not sure. What you'd be looking for exactly to confirm that.
How
Um,
fresh
Recent
is the
footprints.
excrement?
Fresh poo.
fresh
Yeah.
poo.
How
Sure.
fresh is this excrement?
Make
It's very
let's say
dry.
a survival check. Hard to say. You know,
Why did you
nothing.
taste it, Dane?
I'm pretty sure he hasn't been here in months.
I think we can move along. I mean, if anyone really wants to search this room, I mean, they really feel the need to search this room, you can go ahead. But I'd like to. Could we?
Well, let us listen out for more hydras first. Donovan, you're our expert listener.
I keep Dane away from the door.
I will move up and take a listen.
Sure. We'll just kind of fast track through this because all
Okay.
of this has basically been looked at and searched by others. So you'll find another storeroom. The things that have value have been taken already.
Sounds good. I can just roleplay like I just wandered through. Like, whatever, I'm bored now.
Now there's a bit of a hallway coming up. If there are fire cult folk at the far end with crossbows, I think we decide not to try and run up it. But otherwise, carry on.
Which way, left or right?
No, you're going to want to take a right and then a left.
Okay.
Take
So-
a down.
Just in terms of, because I want to fast track you to something that's interesting.
Mhm.
The goal is to kind of get to like where the fire cult would be.
Yes.
Barracks are, yeah,
Okay.
up that long hallway.
Okay.
Yes, and obtain a,
So-
a globe of fire.
I'll pause quick because I'm just going to try to get you in sort of an order. And this has worked better when it's like, okay, good. Let's put us in the marching order that you want, and then I'll move
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
to where you encounter something. So if
Yeah,
you just
that's
want to like
down,
line
I'll
up
do
your
that.
tokens, kind of like how you're progressing down the hallway.
Can we go 2 by 2 for the whole trip?
Yep, it's a 10-foot wide hallway.
All right. I would like to go abreast of someone so that I'm looking for traps and the other person is like looking for people.
Okay.
Who wants to help me search?
Not
Humble,
my
you're
strong
nominated.
suit.
Yeah, Humble will be up at the front with you.
Okay. No worries. Okay, yeah, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on traps and while Humble's looking for monsters and stuff. And then I think that's the order we'll go.
Okay. So, does anybody need like a bio break? This would be a good time maybe to take a little break
Yeah.
or reprieve.
Sure.
Should
I know we
should
started
take-
late here, so how much longer would people like to go? To like another hour and a half, hour?
I'm good.
One of my daughters has a International Thespian Society gathering
Oh.
today. Movie at 1:30. But my other daughter probably could drive her out to the mall, but I just got to get that figured out. But I will do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to like 1 or so, and we could take like a 10-minute break here, just to kind of refresh drinks, use the bathroom, whatever. So thanks everyone who's watching. We'll take a little break here, and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, bringing us back on here. Thanks for hanging out with us here. Saturday morning D&D, playing Temple of Elemental Evil. Our party has decided we're going to put maybe the fire cultists in the crosshairs. We're at least go and check out their area here on the second floor. And so the 5 of you are marching ahead here, and maybe you get like kind of like halfway down the hallway when probably up ahead, and some of you, well, I don't know. Humboldt, or Dane, have the two of you been down this way before?
Nope.
Okay. So up
Bolt's
ahead.
been down to right here once. This is where we backed out the time before.
Okay. So up ahead there is some torchlight that you can see. There's no door or anything. It looks like the hallway kind of opens up into an open area. You can sort of see maybe the corner of what looks like a long bench table. Um, Fireplace straight ahead. You probably see some light coming from that as well. Um, so that is where I'll leave it. You don't necessarily see any shadows or any movement, but you probably heard tales of a big battle happening here once upon a time that took the life of at least one of the adventuring party.
Oh, just a reminder, these fire folk, they can do like the fire woos and the booms. So close doors. Okay, so like don't leave big open closed doors.
Noted. I've got a good feeling about this place.
I choking up on. Oh, during our short rest, Humboldt will play with that troll glaive. Does it seem wieldy enough to use, or stick with his normal one for the moment?
You could use it. It doesn't strike you as a magical item or anything like that, but it is. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Is it a fouchard fork?
Oh yeah.
It's one of those.
Fauchard or
Yeah, it's one of those
I don't know how to
pronged
pronounce it
like
either.
polearm weapons.
Okay, so
And
Maybe it is
let me just
Fauchard.
look it up just to see, because I can give you. I think there might be a like additional feature of it,
Ooh.
but I don't remember.
It's super cool looking.
It's a
that's for sure.
heavy reach weapon, two-handed. Yeah, and it's got something about it. At the option of the wielder, this polearm may be used to deliver 1d6 piercing damage via forward projecting spike instead of this. Okay, so it's like it can either be slashing or piercing damage, is what it looks like.
I'll get some practice with this one later. Boop, and stick with his glaive for now.
If it seems to be lit up ahead, we should probably douse the torch.
Good thinking.
Oh, I close the lantern.
Do you have the lantern hanging from your belt or something? Or are you one hand? Are you like holding it until combat and then putting it down?
Hold it, and then I put it down, and then I pick
Got
it
it.
back up again.
Cool.
So you all kind of progress together. No light source. Kind of sneaking ahead. Once you get up to the room, you can confirm that there's nobody here. You can see the stone fireplace on the east wall, a table and benches near the center of the place. There's what looks like there's still like food and fresh food, freshly prepared food, on the table. The water basin off to the west. And presumably you're moving very cautiously and inspecting things. Absalom, you've been kind of checking for traps and whatnot. What you do see is like behind the fire pile here, Absalom, you can see the seam of a door, kind of a small-ish door, maybe like 3 feet tall. It's sort of looks like intentionally kind of hidden by this lumber pile.
Yeah, I'll point it out. But like, there's a Dane. I found one of your secret doors. Take a look, and I'll move the wood out of the way.
Yeah, and you could clearly see kind of the seam of the stonework that makes this this swinging door, or this door that it looks like you could just there's like a iron ring that you could pull and just pull the door out.
I'm gonna get out my crowbar and I'm gonna like pry it open with my crowbar.
Wait! No,
Too late.
Oh.
You say wait as I got the crowbar in my hand. What? You want to?
Well, I was just thinking a crowbar on stone's probably going to be noisy, but that's fine. It's not like we've got the whole crew of firefolk coming at. So Humble will just come peek around this corner and just kind of keep an eye in this direction.
I'll do it stealthily. I'm very good at this sort of thing.
Yeah, Humboldt, you peek around the corner. There's nobody there. Just the door that leads further in. Yeah, so you got a door down there, a wooden door down there, and then the secret passage right here, which leads to a small little alcove or a passageway where there's another wooden door that's visible.
All right, I think we might need some light again. Humboldt,
Wait, Absalom,
what?
could you all sneaky like go down there and like spike that door so nothing can come up behind us? Like
Wait, which one?
this one down here, over
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, like could you
Yeah. Let me see if I got
Or-
any pythons.
here we go, pythons,
Yep,
soft
I got-
mallet.
I've got some pythons and I got a hammer.
All
I
right.
have a lantern.
So
That's it.
to do that undetected stealth check,
Oh god. Luckily, I am
You're
quite
so
stealthy.
good at this.
14.
all right, we're letting that one stand.
I think so. What do y'all think? I think that's. I mean, I got a +4. That's average. 50% it's better. 50% it's worse.
Yeah, it's fine.
Leave it.
I think it's good.
Leaving it? Okay.
Fuck.
So you're starting, and this is timely, you know, you got to take some time to do this in the sneaky way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm taking a few minutes. Just like I'm on laying on the ground, like just tapping them in.
And as you were doing that, the door, like you don't get very far into this project really, as the
I would
door.
like to re-roll.
Yep. The door comes swinging open and pushes past the couple of pythons that you started to work on, and you can see these two hulking werewolves are right there,
Oh my
growling
God.
and snarling. And one of them was pushed open the door while the other one looks down at you and is going to take a free attack here
Mm-hmm. It'd be an advantage, I guess.
and lunge at you with his
Oops.
claw.
Werewolves.
And that'll be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And that's going to deal 8 points of damage. And that's going to bring us into combat. So let me get this shut up. I got to end the previous combat. All right, go ahead and roll some initiative.
See, this was what I was hoping to avoid happening.
So
Well.
we are going to start things out with Sorik. You can plainly see from where you're standing in the corner there the action that is happening as Absalom is getting assaulted by these werewolves.
All right. Well, let's shoot at the one that swiped at him.
Get a little skirmish ambiance happening. So 15 will hit.
Okay.
Oh, with the -5. Nice.
Yeah, with the -5. Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, 1 second. And so, your weapon is a mundane weapon, correct?
Yes, unfortunately.
So you see that like your arrow like sticks into the fur of the beast, and then like his body just like pushes it out, and it drops to the floor, leaving no wound.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Very bad.
And that'll bring us
Yeah,
next
that's it.
to one of the werewolves. The one that just pushed open the door is now going to try to hit Absalom. Makes 2 attacks, one with the claw and one with its bite.
I'm glad I'm lying on the ground while doing this. That's what you get for role playing.
All right, I'm gonna say you've had a chance to kind of like stand up as you were kind of shocked and surprised from the first attack here. So this will just no advantage on this basically, but I am gonna use a reroll because I do still want to hit you. Try that again. And no better. A 10 will miss, but then he goes for the bite. Ugh. I have to. I'm going all in. I'll use the other reroll to try that again. Because I want to see Absalom become a lycanthrope. And there's a critical hit.
No.
No!
Alright, it's 14 points of damage.
So first I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance to reduce that a little bit. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Ow, why?
Alright, take a little off that. And
So
then
11.
the second part is the Constitution saving throw.
Luckily, I have stone in my blood, so I roll well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! Hey, reroll! I'm re-rolling this. I want to spoil Alex's fun more than anything.
Yeah.
Ha!
Okay,
16.
and you managed to do so for the time being. That's gonna bring us up to. He's actually gonna push through the entryway here and get to right there. But that's gonna bring us to Donovan.
Donovan hollers out to Dane that
Good luck.
yeah, that we have bogeys, and I don't. He's gonna move up here.
I will do a perception check to see if I actually heard.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
So Donovan, like at first you're like, oh yeah, because you haven't had a whole lot of experience with Dane at this point, so it's like not second nature to you, but you're like, oh yeah, like that guy can't hear. But you maybe start like wailing your arms a little bit, and like you catch his attention enough to be like to gesture, and he seems to understand what you meant to say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get up to here, and I'm gonna try and holler at the thing to come at me, and I use the dodge action.
Sounds good. That's gonna bring us to Absalom.
All right. So, question for you, Alex: when that arrow went into the werewolf, was the impression that we got that it did nothing to it, or that it was
Yes.
like a? Okay. All right. Well, then I will use my not cursed dagger on this one right next to me. So you think it's funny to bite people when they're just trying to make repairs to a door, huh? Well, how is this for you? Reroll. 24?
24 will do it.
All right. This is magical damage.
All
My
right, that
dagger's not
seems to
cursed.
land.
Ha!
Just to
Try to
confirm,
heal from this.
this one right here, right?
Yeah. And then since it's pointless to even do anything with the other one, since my other sword is not magical, I will bonus action disengage. This is my cunning action. I'll say. Actually, what is this stuff here? Can I walk on this?
That is a good question. I don't remember. You can walk on it though.
All right.
It's just like
so,
debris that's along the wall.
So I know I'm gonna feel very bad about this as a person, but as a character, and I'd be like, Donovan, remember you are a man of Saint Cuthbert. Don't die, and just run right past him.
Oh, I see. It's their bedding and bedrolls and stuff.
Okay, can I still do that?
Yep. And thanks for the follow, Mr. Makapaka. Huzzah! Appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with us here. Yes. So that does it for Absalom. Humboldt, you're up next.
If you ain't got silver magic, grab something out of that fire pit and huck it at him. And he'll step up, and as he does, he'll get angry and he'll get zealous, and he'll swing with his radiant damage at this werewolf here.
Does your whole weapon turn radiant?
I have no freaking clue.
Oh, please.
So I know my damage is radiant, but I've no idea what that does. So I'm gonna swing and see what happens. We're not gonna go reckless right now. But we are gonna use a reroll.
Let's burn him up.
Oh
no.
And we are gonna take one step back so that when he steps forward, he comes into range, and call it a day from there.
That will bring us to Dane.
I will move over to my archer friend and see the werewolves. Now, do I know that these things need magical to hit them?
I think so, because you would have heard tales of the werewolves, because they were first encountered out in the gnarly forest when there was a fire cultist there that was trying to sacrifice now Paul's character to summon forth a fire elemental.
Then I will reach over and touch his bow. Oh shit, I can't. Damn it.
Why not? No, come on.
No, I can't.
Thanks, Isaac, for the re-roll for the DM. Appreciate that.
I
This is
will
not
cast-
prep.
No, I don't have any more second level spells. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
I will cast Bless on Humboldt, Epsilon, and who's the paladin?
Donovan.
Donovan can have Bless too. And then I will throw my mace at the werewolf.
Throw it?
You're throwing your mace?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I can't get up there, so.
I'm gonna say.
Or I could throw it to Donovan.
Yeah, I don't know
Is it
that throwing the
magical?
mace that distance, like even in short distance, would probably be sort of ineffective. But like from that distance, like certainly nothing.
Okay, well I'll just throw it to Donovan then.
Oh yeah, because it's magical, right?
Yeah, use this.
All right, so you toss it and it kind of lands near Donovan's feet. And that's gonna bring us up to the second werewolf, who moves in. Gets to there.
I'll give him a little clonk attempt.
How many rerolls do we have left?
It's a 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Oh, nice. I think it does no damage though, unless rage damage. No, rage damage just adds to my slash. I'm only radiant on my turn, so.
Okay.
Poke.
Let's
Oh,
see.
shit.
Give party a magic. Do I still have redeem a magic item? Is that still one of the options in the store?
I thought
I don't
that
recall,
went
but if it's
away.
there, and I mean, probably Robin is the one person that would have enough points to do such a thing. I mean, we'll figure that out if someone wants to do that.
There is not, but there is by character resurrection. So.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Let's see. Roadkiller. Isaac just bought everyone a reroll, so we're back up to 7 rerolls for the party. My werewolf just stepped up. It's still his turn, and he's going for Donovan. Werewolves have a pretty good track record here. So we'll see
And I
what
do have
happens.
the dodge action going.
You have
so
dodge,
it's
that's good.
disadvantage.
So this is disadvantage. That
Oh,
one
good dodge. Good
will
dodge.
miss, and then he's gonna go for the bite. Disadvantage.
Ooh.
Good
Ooh,
dodge.
We will use the reroll.
Oh,
Maybe.
you-
Maybe.
It's all right.
The chat won't buy me more if I don't use them, so. That was
Yes.
looking good for a second. So you managed to kind of bob and weave, and do you have like a shield up that you use? You're kind of
Yes,
using
yeah.
that to sort of keep it at bay. Empty. Robin just redeemed name an NPC. All right. Who are we naming?
He's naming the sentient magic weapon that's going to come help us. It's named
Oh.
Herbert.
Okay, sounds good.
They're trying to hack the system to come up with something. Herbert's names, you have to introduce him now.
Soric, it is
Yeah.
your turn.
I don't know that there's much I can do.
Throw a torch at him or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna light a torch. And can I light it and throw it in the same turn? Or can I light it?
You can. I don't know that a torch is gonna do any like substantive damage if it's being thrown like that. I would rule that it has to be like a melee with some
Melee.
force behind it.
Okay. That makes sense.
Let's see, my audio's cutting in and out. So it doesn't sound like you're sure that it'll do it though. It'll work.
Yeah, he was saying that you would have to do
I
melee.
just don't feel like there's a lot I can do.
Say a prayer. Be prepared with the medicine
Fireplace
action.
is over to the side here. I don't know. I'm just gonna take the dodge action because I can't do anything really.
Sounds good. Werewolf down here is also going to step up. Is that your reaction, Casey? On
Yeah,
that
I'm
thing?
done,
It is.
yeah.
Okay. He's gonna go close in the distance between you and him then, and he'll attack Humboldt. Claw attack. An
7
11,
misses.
and the bite is a crit. It's 11 points of damage and a Constitution saving throw. Alright, con save makes it. That brings us to Donovan.
Hey, okay, so at this point, I've got my shield up and I was dodging, and there's a magical mace at my feet, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
What action would need to be used to grab that off the ground?
You could, you could drop your weapon and pick that up as a free type of thing.
Okay.
Reaction.
I will do that. And I will attempt then to knock the one in front of me prone.
Okay.
With my shield master. That is in athletics.
And I rolled pretty poorly on that. So you got him. And that's this one right here, right?
Yeah, the one in front of me.
So he goes prone. You knock him down.
And I will follow with the attack of the mace, which I don't have a mace set up on my character sheet.
You could just do the attack roll with like your normal like attack, and we can factor in there's a +1 on it. Is it +1 or +2, Dane?
+1.
+1. Okay. So this will have advantage.
Oh, reroll!
And
You gotta reroll.
you can use the reroll, and you reroll it with advantage.
Okay. I will do
Crush
that.
it.
Oops, I rolled normal. Sorry, hold on.
Roll one more.
time.
That works. This'll hit.
Nice.
And then damage is different for a Morning Star. So I guess
1d6.
1d6. Are there dice somewhere?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the-
off to the left there's like a little D20 icon, and you can. There you go. So
Okay.
I believe that should be 8 points total.
That is correct.
Alright, so that seems to work. You can see the visible evidence of a wound inflicted.
And I will say, holler at everybody to fall back. I will do, just take a step back, being he's prone, to try and not allow me to get surrounded or anything there. So.
Alright, that'll bring us to Absalom.
Okay. So it's double movement to go through friendly, right?
Yes.
So this would be, if I moved here, it'd be 20. I'm sorry, 10.
10.
And then 15.
Yep.
I can do this. Okay. Be like, scusi. I just slip through. And then which of these two has been the one? This is the one that's been hit. Is that right?
They've
And
both
he's
taken
prone.
damage. But
He's
this
prone.
one
And he's prone. Yeah. Never mind. Easy decision. So I'll say, right into the chest with my not cursed dagger, which is still be advantage.
Got him.
23, I'm assuming hits, and since it's advantaged, it is sneak attack.
Nice.
Yeah. Good thinking with the shield. 10 points. That sucks. Okay. That's right. Right in the heart. And then I will bonus action disengage. Actually, yeah, bonus action disengage. So I've gone 15. This will be 25. And then that will be my 5 moves. There I'm done.
Alright. Humboldt.
Humboldt will reach attack the one that is down and try and smack him. Not recklessly, because he doesn't need to, because he's prone, so it's advantage. Womp. Womp.
That will hit.
And this is radiant damage. Wait, what happened? Where'd the rest of my damage go? What is... Oh, hang on. Wrong button. That's the damage.
Ooh, nice.
18
Nice.
points.
18 points. Bonus action. Continue being angry.
Alright. Dane.
I am going to guiding bolt the one that's standing in front of Humboldt.
Alright.
And I will use a reroll.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Oh, that's
Generosity.
what-
Oh God, no!
Right.
The guiding bolt.
Flash of light just kind of like fizzles before it could even take flight across the air.
Who has bless on them, by the way? Forgot.
That I forgot that too last time. I do.
The 3 people that are in the front.
Okay, I just remember. I'll put a little thing for myself.
Right. Anything else, Dane?
No, I don't think so.
All right. This werewolf here stands up, uses half its movement, and lunges towards Donovan.
Shield up. Come on, roll like me.
18.
That just hits me.
Oh.
7 points.
Okay. That is over half my points.
With your aid? Don't you have aid?
Oh, yes, that's just under. Yep.
And
that's correct.
I guess I haven't changed the guide yet. I've kind of gone away from using that rule now because it's around the table. I'd probably do it, but virtually it just slogs things down, so I've stopped doing it. I like it as a rule. It's just for streaming purposes I stopped doing it. And then a 14 is the bite, which I believe misses with your shield. You're able to kind of block and deflect that.
Correct.
And so that brings us back to the top, and it is Sorik's turn.
Okay. Still don't know that I can do much. I have a torch. Just move up to here in case one slips through. I'll try to hit it with the torch.
Kind of got it like a readied action there.
Yes, if
Okay.
one gets in melee range, I will try to singe its friend.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, probably weren't expecting to see any werewolves on this first foray into the... Like, where are these guys taking me? Alright, this werewolf over here, it's been focused on Humboldt, is going to use its attacks. Claw is an 11, that will miss. And then the bite is a miss as well. Donovan, it is your turn.
All right. Standard. I am once again attempting to knock the one in front of me down.
All right.
Nice. Yes.
This time he holds his ground.
Okay. Then just I will attack him with the mace.
That'll hit.
So
That's
8 more
eight.
points.
All right. Still up, but this one's looking starting to look a little bit exhausted, and he's bloodied at
This
this
one
point.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
And that will bring us to Absalom.
All right. So, I cannot attack from inside somebody's space, right?
You can.
Like, I
you
can't,
just
like-
you would attack at disadvantage from the space.
I wouldn't get sneak attack. Can I throw it? Nah, let's see. Can I? Well, actually, can I throw a dagger
Sure. Yeah.
and then can I pick it up? Like, if I throw it, can I move in space and pick it up and then come back? I'm sorry, Alex. I'm trying to cheat the situation.
No, it's not cheat. I mean, if you hit and he, isn't
doing it.
dead, or
It's
you finish him off, you could definitely do that.
All right.
If he's still
So I'm
standing,
gonna
probably not.
take the nut curse dagger and say, give it a little kiss. Kill that thing. I guess I don't know. And I'm going to throw the dagger.
So it lands.
Oh,
It connects.
it hits. Okay. And let's Let's see. Come on, damage. 14.
14 was exactly what you needed to do as he goes down. Dagger
All right, and then
still sticking out of his chest.
I'll move 10 feet, and then I will move another 5. I'll pick up the dagger, and then I will disengage as a bonus action and run back.
Sounds good. Humbled, it is your turn.
Humbled will stay angry and keep swinging. And not recklessly.
That'll
18?
hit.
Normal damage. That's not the right thing again. Click the right button, Casey. 21.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yes.
Holy cow.
He is looking bloodied.
I am zealous. And that is it.
Dane.
I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead.
Alright, wisdom saving throw. A 15 will pass.
Do I have a bonus action worth using? How's everybody looking?
I'm concerned about Donovan.
Yeah, he took a.
On a scale from 1 to 16, I have 9.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Worth a healing word, though.
Yeah,
plus
for
a
sure.
heal.
Yeah, your aid did just that.
Oh, nicely done.
Alright.
Max heal.
Topping off the tank.
Dane, what has happened to you? You're so healy today.
Nice.
You know, the worst part is he can't hear a single one of these compliments.
Right.
None of you are facing me, so
That'll bring us around to Sorik.
All right, so my audio was cutting out earlier. If I hit it with the torch, will that do damage to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will step up to here. Oh, there's a wall in the way. In steps. There. I'll step up there. And I will try to hit it. Of course, I don't have that equipped, so just do... How do I just roll a d20 by itself?
Little D20 icon top left. It says simple roller when you hover over it.
Okay.
See it? Yeah, if you roll down to the d20, you can just click it, and I think it will just roll. Whoops, that was me. Ignore that
And
one,
that's
Alex.
gonna miss.
Oh, that's his one. Fuck.
That's mine. So, how many rerolls do we have?
Use it.
Do
You got
it.
5. You can
Ignore
reroll.
it.
Reroll it. Let's singe some fur.
Okay.
That's better.
And that's-
This will
that's 16,
hit.
actually.
And if I think it does 1 point from the fire. If you were hitting it, you know, a normal thing,
Yeah.
you get a little bludgeoning or whatnot on there too.
Right.
But he'll take a point there.
Sure.
Nice.
It's
That
nice.
brings us to the werewolf. So you can crack him in the back, Sorik. But he's not. He's fortunately, maybe for you, he's keeping his
Yes.
attention focused to these two in the front. And I think specifically Humboldt is the big threat here. So claws out, takes kind of a desperate swing forward. 18,
Oh, 18 hits.
and that will be 6 points on that.
Okay.
Lunges forward with the bite. Ooh, a 23 to hit.
That was a 3, and you know it.
And that'll be 6
Uh,
points of damage
That's it.
and a con save.
Don't get furry.
And looking good. Donovan.
All right. Once again, attempt to knock this thing down. That seemed to work well last time. Oh, that looked like it was almost a 20.
Reroll it. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, reroll it. Reroll it. We
Re-
got 4, and we're almost at the end of the day. Go for it. Do it.
And that's advantage for a bunch of people if it hits. We like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh no.
I
Are
mean,
you
it was
guys
only
seeing what
one
I'm
worse.
saying?
Cursed.
Yeah.
It's cursed. It's
Only
cursed.
one worse.
And then I will attack it.
Sounds good. I'm gonna roll this just for funsies.
I mean, I guess it could fail.
You rolled a
I mean, he
1.
didn't roll great, but
You almost failed. All right, and then the attack.
I will.
I say do it again.
Do it.
Well, I've got bless.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
do
roll
your
the bless.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 14.
that'll hit.
And then 5 points.
All right. Still up. Absalom.
All right. I've been just dancing in and out between these two this whole time, and just like, kind of like trying to be smooth, but I keep bumping you. Sorry, Scoozy. And then I get through and just say, "All right, time for this charade to end." And I'll pull out the not cursed dagger, and I'm gonna go for the jugular. We've had enough fun with this, and I'm also blessed. So there we go.
Enough dancing.
Enough dancing for 18 to hit.
Yes, you got it.
And 12 points. Right in the throat.
Still
Or
up.
it's close. Then I say, fuck! And then I will bonus action disengage. He's basically going to die, but if Humboldt, you want to like poke him on the way out, you can do that. He's bleeding to death.
I'm trying.
Well, it's Humboldt's turn. Herbert the werewolf.
Herbert the werewolf. So I will swing at Herbert recklessly, so I have advantage. I will hit. I will do some damage. 17?
Oh yeah, he is. You end it. He goes down, and you're out of combat.
Oh, that was a bit of an interesting diversion. How's everybody feeling?
You know, before we start talking though, just anything? No, close the door.
Well, there's a desk in here.
I just fireballs.
All right, I'll put the pythons in.
Okay, you complete that task with no further harassment.
Okay, now we can breathe. Now, if you do want to go through, and beyond that is the Brazier Eater room with the salamander people that tore the crud out of all of us.
What about this secret area?
I don't know.
Sort of an empty space, 10 feet by 20 feet, and another bronzewood door up in the corner.
Donovan does go up to Dane and says, "Thank you."
Oh, anytime.
Does
So
anyone happen to have any healing potions?
I have one.
You may need to take it. We
But-
killed a named enemy. Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
That was named. That was not
So-
that was not generic.
So do we? No, wait. Where? Hello. Do we want to go through to Herbert's room and see if he has any loot? I just wanted to close the door so no fireball came in, but we can go that way.
We could. I mean,
Go on.
I'm open to it.
I mean, we've already taken care of the werewolves.
All right. You've convinced me.
Okay, so.
Take my pythons out.
But is
Alright.
everybody okay to continue? Like, does anyone need the healing potion?
I could use it. I have 5 hit points.
I do have lay on hands
Oh.
if you want me to do that, but it's also I have enough to
Yeah.
cure a disease or
That's true.
Or
You might want to
a
save it.
condition. Okay,
Or if like someone goes down, you can like pop them up with a point.
correct.
Well, Humboldt, how much would I owe you for it?
You just
5
stay
gold,
alive.
2
Stay
gold.
alive and keep things. We'll be fine. We found platinum.
0
Remember?
gold. Got it.
0 gold. Here you go. Just drink and be merry. Keep me alive so we can count the platinum later.
All right. I will heal myself. Is it 2d4 plus 2?
Yep, I believe so.
All
All
right.
right.
7 hit points.
So we're opening the door.
Okay, so that door, you undo your pythons and whatnot, recover. You open that up, and it leads into a small. Sorry, I don't know. Did somebody close this door? You closed.
I
Like, both
closed
doors?
it.
That's why it is. Okay.
I closed it whenever I came in the second
Got it.
time. On purpose.
So you're looking right now into small room. More or less looks like kind of like an office space. There's a desk there off to the west, where there are quills and ink well, and a roll of parchment. A lantern in the corner is illuminating the area. And you also see there's a couch in here with a table and chair, and a brass-bound chest in the right there.
Loot!
Well, let me make sure it is not cursed or warded or something.
I'll give you guidance.
I'll take it.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm like the worst rogue for this kind of stuff. Hey,
Nah, you're fine.
18.
It looks simple enough. You don't see anything that strikes you as a mechanism as you're kind of playing around with it a bit, but it does look like it's locked.
I'll give you
All
guidance
right.
again.
Yes, and I don't have thieves' tools on my sheet, but it's one of my expertises, so I'm gonna roll sleight of hand, and I'll add. I'm assuming is that okay with you, Alex? Is it like for thieves' tools?
Yeah,
We
whatever you
open-
need to do
open
to
it.
make your roll.
Okay, got it. 16.
It's a simple lock, so a 16 is plenty to open it up.
It's a
Inside,
very
you
complex lock, but
inside you can see some clothing, some robes, brown leather, a brown cloth robe, a leather bag, and there's a small like vial, like a kind of tubular kind of vial with a stopper in the end of it that has sort of a murky green liquid in it.
I drink it. No, just kidding. Yeah, I point that out to everybody else. Nothing looks shiny, so I don't get too excited.
Hey, Will, what's in the leather bag? Usually
Inside,
they put the shiny stuff inside the leather.
yeah, you
bag.
jangle it around. There's definitely some coinage on the inside. 19 electrum and 37 gold in there.
That's where they hide the shiny stuff. So we can take the chest with us. We can get Spugnor to look it all over a bit. Is there anything in the next room?
Let us find out.
And you said there's a desk in here?
Yeah.
Like, is it a complex desk, or is it more like a little table? Or...
Pretty simple. It's got we'll say there's like a half-written missive on the desk. I'm gonna invent something here just to see what would they have been writing. Okay. We'll say that the missive seems to be directed towards the leader of the Earth Cult. So it's addressed to Romage, Curate Mirage. And it seems to be an update on a change in leadership of the Fire Cult. It is an update saying that the Fire Cultists had basically ascertained that their former leader, Alrum, had grown soft and had grown attached to some of the enemies from Hamlet, and that they have appointed Elazar Dryflagon the new role of head of the cult, and that he would be the one that they would be. That is kind of reinforcing, like, we still have an alliance. Like, our alliance will be stronger than ever with this change, and you rest assured. I think, like, probably Thorwald's name gets brought up. Like, he may be masquerading as a fire cultist, but he is not one of us.
Holy crap. Good eyes, Thoric.
And it sort of seems like this is incomplete. Like all these details are kind of being laid out, but it's not signed and it's not completed.
Okay.
That's okay. The guy that's supposed to get it's dead.
Yeah.
But that's sort of a bad sign in that, if what we were dealing with was the softies, now we got the, oh boy. Probably more of them orbs coming, I'm thinking.
You, Absalom, I see you're in. I'm just going to give you a quick description of what you see in this next area.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice. Lots of soft surfaces and cushions and seating. There are tapestries and carpets. All about. Illumination comes from several candelabras, hanging lamps, and a fireplace off to the west. The furnishings here are all bright: scarlet, hot orange, fiery gold, brilliant blue. Very comfortable. Small tables all about that hold ewers and cups and dishes that have sweetmeats and cashews and such comforts. And the ceiling here is painted. This is not so nice. You see scenes of demons and humans engaged in all sorts of lewd activities. Almost pornographic kinds of scenes on the ceiling. And there's a there is no figure in here. It is empty.
I'm gonna take this blue pillow. Just kind of like, it's very soft. I like it. I'm gonna take this back to my home. Back to the tavern.
I'm thinking we're maybe getting to the point where we're pressing our luck. How about we open this chest, throw anything valuable in, take a peek in the other rooms, and then maybe it's time to be, going back to report all the things we found and call in those 2,000 or so soldiers. Because Donovan, Sorek, you agree we could use a lot more people here, right?
Yeah, especially if there's
yes.
more werewolves.
I see. Also, we should grab some of that silverware and have what's her name do up our weapons. So I'm thinking high priority. Everybody get their weapons silvered up.
Agreed. Except for you, and I'll kiss my curse dagger. Not curse dagger.
You keep saying cursed dagger over and over.
I said not cursed. I don't know what you heard. I'm gonna listen to this door to see if there's anything suspicious. Look through the cracks.
You don't hear anything on the other side of that door.
I'm gonna open it.
All right, it opens up.
Oh.
And in here you can see, not as lavishly furnished as this previous room you were in, but it is adorned with a few tapestries, several small rugs, and a small table with a candelabrum. There is a couch on the far end of the room there, and you do see a chest in here as well.
Alright, I'll repeat the same actions.
I will give you guidance.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish giving you everything.
Sure.
So, there is a book that lies open on a small stand near the couch, and several serving pieces of brass and copper are scattered about on the table and stand.
Does the book look does it look like a ledger, or does it look more like a journal, or is it like a printed book?
Give me let's just say like a straight intelligence check to see if you can ascertain. Like you definitely will be able to know like what the contents are, but like there's more maybe like it all seems like kind of gibberish, I guess, about the elemental plane of fire, but a lot of it just seems like kind of to you it seems like kind of insane writings. Like your quick flip through of it, kind of you're like, I don't know, like this just seems like some madman's,
We
ramblings.
should take it and then let Spugner read it.
Yes, he would like it. He's a bit of a madman himself. All right. I suppose we look at this chest.
Sure, and yeah, you were
Is there
saying you were
something?
gonna kind of use the same process as earlier to
Yeah.
check it
I'm just
out
trying
and
to-
unlock it, and so we'll skip past all that because it's locked. But with enough time, you're gonna unlock it.
Sure.
And so inside, there is a silver box, and again some like clothing, very similar to the previous room. But underneath all of that, you find a scroll case.
Ooh. So I'll take the silver box and I'm gonna toss it to Sorik and say, make some arrowheads out of this. But Dane, you may want to look at this scroll.
I'll have a look at it.
You
Maybe
could
not
give
here though.
you can
Oh,
give
did
me a Arcana check.
That's
Use a reroll. We got 4 left and we're about to
Yep.
wrap. Do it. Dane, you're so good at Arcana.
no.
Oh,
Yeah, not too sure what this is.
I guess Spugnoir again.
Sork, what's in the silver box? Usually boxes have.
It's an open set box.
Open it up, and you can see a small amount of coin, 20 platinum pieces, and then there's a platinum ring set that are adorned with tiny little scarlet shards that look quite valuable.
Shiny. See,
It is
Absalom,
indeed.
you look inside things, and that's...
That was a lucky find. Who would have possibly thought there was anything?
It's been 2 for 2 as open things see shiny inside.
I agree to disagree.
I feel like this one's more a fact than an opinion.
I've heard it both ways. And then
Oh.
I will use my own spatial reasoning, Alex, and say I feel like there may be something else to this room, and see if there's any like secret passageways.
Sure. You'll search for such things. You'll spend about 10 minutes or so doing that, and find nothing.
Oh, okay.
There is no secret. That's just dead space there.
You said that there's robes in here. Do they look
Mhm.
magical at all, or
Do
finely made?
you have like a detect magic spell or something?
Do they know?
Okay. I mean, they don't look especially
Take them
like
with
ornate
me,
or
and I
anything
will
like that,
do
but
that.
they look kind of ordinary. But who knows? Ordinary things sometimes have a twinge of magic to them.
I'm going to take them, and I will check them out later, like in the morning.
Oh, Donovan, you got the other room.
yes. I was listening at that door.
Okay.
There was anything.
You don't hear anything on the other side of this room either.
Okay. Once everybody is done with that, I will open that door.
Sure. You open this one up.
Do I click the door or you?
Oh, you can, yeah. But I think I got it there for you. So it's furnished similarly to the main chamber. Large bed, 2 small. I guess it was just the one. Sometimes the descriptions of whoever made this map did pretty good job, but once in a while they don't quite line up with the official description. There's 1 table in there, 4 chairs, and there's a wardrobe in here. A brass brazier filled with brightly glowing coals gives off wisps of sulphurous-smelling incense. A large brass chest with a heavy lock is at the foot of the bed. And that's what you see.
Absalom, there's another chest in here. A wardrobe as well.
All right, I see.
On the table, as you come in here, there is a parchment on the table.
I ignore it.
I will look at it.
And it reads, it's kind of like the previous one. It looks half written. And it says, your rewards will be great if you bend your knee to the fire. Bring all of your forces here to me now and swear fealty. If you fail to heed this advice, and it trails off. It is addressed to the leader of
Herbert?
the wind cult. Yeah, it's to Herbert. And apparently,
Dear Herbert, by the time you read this note, I'll be gone.
Right.
or you will. So,
Mm.
I'll roll that up and put it in, put it in my belt or whatever.
okay, sounds good.
And then
This all
chest up.
probably seems bad because it would seem these messages seem to suggest that maybe the cults were starting to get to that point of
Mhm.
unifying.
Yeah.
So you go and you're gonna go check out the chest.
Yeah, same
Mhm.
thing. Guidance.
60 giant rats.
Do I hear any rats inside the chest?
No. Inside, you'll find a suit of chainmail, a mace, and a sack that contains 100 gold pieces.
Nice. I will give the chainmail and. Ooh. What is Donovan wearing? Chainmail?
Oh,
Chainmail.
all of it should go through Spugnor first. These culty folks are a little cursy.
Yeah, we'll take everything with us, and I'll do
But
a
don't
detect
touch it.
magic on the way back.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Also inside, you find a copper box inlaid with onyx, and inside, you open it up. There are some dried herbs on the inside.
I'll taste one of the herbs.
Oh!
It probably has a little bit of I don't know, like a cooking herb kind of taste to it.
Okay.
And among the garments, you would find a the one cloak in here is maybe a little bit different than the other robes that you had been finding. This one is red, made of silk, and inlaid with golden skulls at its back and its sleeves. And it has embroidered into it a 8-pointed symbol, the symbol of the fire cult.
This could be useful.
Aye,
Mm.
good disguise that. Don't let Thorwald see it.
All right. I think we have gone as far as we can this evening. I'm getting sleepy.
Aye. Now, while I know it's sort of fire cult's thing, what do you say we pile all this together, throw a torch on it on the way out? Because, these bastards could use a little bit of upsetting.
What do you mean, all these pillows?
All the pillows, all the fur, all the bedding, all the stuff we're not taking. Just throw some oil in a torch. Walk away with the blaze behind us. Don't
That
look
sounds
back.
very cool. I'll take this pink pillow too, then. And then I will get out my oil flask and just start dumping it.
All right. Probably need like a few oil flasks to get
I've got
for
two.
the totality, for the dramatic flame that you want to like have happen here as you're
Alright.
walking off into the sunset. But yeah, a couple of you like deduct oil flasks or whatever from your inventory. You grab some of the tapestries that seem like you could probably bring back to Wesley and Lottie to sell off for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you douse this entire room with oils and such, and light a torch, and it goes up in a
I'll also-
blaze as you leave the temple with your loot in hand. So,
I hope Lareth is sleeping right above us.
Yeah. I hope there's nothing cool on the other side of that door.
We'll be back.
True. I'm also gonna make a little mark where we found the secret door. There's like a little ash in the wall,
sure.
and tell everyone in the town about it.
Sounds good. Any other special things that anybody wants to do on your way out? Having survived a couple of, I think, decently challenging fights for your party. You've got some rewards and some monetary rewards that you're taking back with you, and also some information, I guess, about where things are at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Donovan doing the investigation, I mean, at this point, he hasn't, quote unquote, seen firsthand any cult activity per se, but he sees, I guess, evidence that there is. So I mean, when we go back to town or whatever, I would want to read the various books and scrolls and things like that to be able to take notes.
Yeah. If you want, give me an intelligence check.
Can I assist him with that?
I'd let you make your own.
Oh, okay.
Intelligence check.
Although Dane, Dane, you could, for the thing I'm thinking of, you could do your own.
Nice.
Okay. So Donovan, that
Yes.
book that Absalom found, you kind of pore over it, once you get back to the tavern and you're looking through it, and it's not insane ramblings necessarily. There's a bit of that probably in there, but this is actually a textual book that is describing not only the elemental plane of fire, but some of its denizens and the things that live there. And so, let me just get to the page I want to share with you.
You should show it to Sork too.
Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in any of this stuff.
And just as a side note, with that one chest having a bag with 100 gold pieces in it, that seems like perhaps a payment, not just some random coin amount. So just throw that out there.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I just wondered where all the fire cultists are.
Well, they turn into werewolves.
Or they've merged with another group.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah.
That may be what we discovered.
So, what you're reading about different types of elementals, and there's one that catches your attention, almost one that can fuse itself to a living humanoid and sort of be a blend of elemental and undeath. Something called a Hargan Gru.
Argan Guru?
Yep. So it basically is a undead creature that is brought to life by elemental power and infuses it with what are essentially spellcasting abilities. And it has ability to kind of have 1 foot in the elemental plane and 1 foot in the material plane.
That's so cool.
And bad.
Again, you say beautiful when you mean evil. You say that's so cool when you mean all shit. Are you sure you're okay? They're absolute.
They're there is another creature in here that you've heard of elementals before, like the typical, fire, earth, air, whatnot. There's one that you are reading about in here, one that's called a pitch elemental, which seems to be an elemental that is a hybrid, a blend of both earth and fire that this cult seems to be interested in bringing in to the material plane.
Okay.
I love this.
All these things sound awful.
Yes.
So, how soon can those 2,000 knights arrive?
And
that I have no idea.
there is another thing that you read about in this text, something called an arco elemental.
Just doesn't stop.
Yeah, it would seem that the arco elementals are almost like scions of their respective elemental planes. Doesn't really talk about anything other than the fire elemental, but the fire elemental plane's arco elemental is Imix. And again, a lot of no real concrete description or instructions on how to bring Imix into the material plane, but there is definitely the desire and speculation written in the book on how to accomplish such a feat. And one of the speculations is to find a place where elemental energies are focused and heightened, and the temple here seems to be such a place that maybe they're looking for a way to utilize the infrastructure, the magical infrastructure of the temple itself, to bring the arco elemental into the world.
And in a sense, what you're saying is this thing would be kind of like a demon lord to demons or whatever.
Yeah.
Like an elemental lord. Okay.
Yeah. So what you have in your hands is not only maybe disconcerting about what it means for those who were studying it, but it would be super valuable to the, a wizard or a researcher or a, great library in the city of Greyhawk or something.
So we could sell it.
You can sell it.
Or,
It belongs in a
make it
museum.
happy.
we burn it.
I mean,
And nobody needs to know.
you're burning a fire book. Isn't that kind of what they want?
Again, I have limited resources. I guess we could drown the book too.
That might create one of those hybrid elementals.
Acid, then. Lots of acid.
How about we don't show
Belongs in a
Spugmore
museum.
that book, but we have him look over the rest of the stuff.
I would be very against actually destroying the book, but I would think we keep the information close to the chest that we have it.
But what's Spugmore? Do we show it to him?
No. Let's start with having him look over the items with the magic-y eyes, and maybe we hold that book back for a bit because, he's got the eager sort of personality sometimes.
Yes, I know. He's not the brightest one.
And I have different meanings of the word eager, I think, but that's fine.
Agreed.
You'll have him
Cool.
check over the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. He had some scrolls, so he can kind of help you to identify what those are. The one scroll that you found is a scroll of protection from fiends.
Okay.
And let's see. That was it, right? It was just the one scroll, I think.
One scroll, and then we also had the chainmail and the mace and the cloak.
None of that detects as magic for him.
Olive green thing. Violet
That-
green-ish
Oh,
liquid.
potion. Yeah.
Is that a potion? could be a potion.
He
Is it a ring?
with his skill set, he doesn't detect that there's any magic about it. But it could be a potion. Might be something to have the good doctor check out.
Okay. That makes sense.
2 fancy silver rings, and I think that was all the stuff that, just to make sure nothing didn't glow.
Yeah, none of that glows.
Okay.
Over to the nice money changer lady. Whoop.
And we can sort of hand wave all of this stuff with the money and the... I guess, is there anything that you're keeping for yourselves?
No, because we'd have to fight about it. So let's just cash it.
You're gonna cash it out. So we'll figure this out, how much you end up getting from all of this. But yeah, we'll also total up EXP and everything like that after the session here. So I think we'll wrap it up and say thanks to everybody who's hanging out with us here today. Hope you enjoyed our time in the Temple of Elemental Evil. If you'd like to check us out in between the stream here, a good place to do that would be in our Discord. We've got info about the campaign, character creation stuff, and session summaries if you just want to catch up on where we're at with the story. So with that, I think we should go... Oh, I guess I should probably talk about Extra Life. We got Extra Life happening towards the end. It's sort of a 20 sides to every story tradition at this point that we, during the week of Thanksgiving, do participate in Extra Life and raise money for the children's hospitals where we live. And I've got a set of games, 2 games in fact, that are directly related to the community campaign. So we're going to go back in time and travel to the Battle of Emerald Meadows and see what all happened back then and give some characters a chance to play out those events. And so those 2 games are going to be happening November 23rd and November 24th. If you'd like to donate or check out the different things that the other DMs have cooked up as well, check out our team page for Extra Life. But yeah, with that, I think we will sign off here. Let's give
Wait,
a rate.
Alex,
Oh,
Alex,
go ahead.
before you go, don't you have a humble brag to make about something you're doing tomorrow with Goodman?
Oh yeah, I have. I'll be honest, I don't know what this means exactly, but I've been nominated for a goodie. They're doing an online convention this weekend, so there's been a lot of activity over on their Twitch channel that I've been trying to check out as much as I could, in between other things I've been doing. So lots of good seminars and talks about upcoming products that are happening over there. They've got some games that they're streaming, and then tomorrow night at... I believe it's at 7 p.m. There's an awards ceremony that's happening for the goodies. So I've been nominated for a goodie. If you want to come hang out tomorrow night and support me, support the channel, it'd be kind of cool to see some familiar names in the chat and see what I'm walking into. So yeah, thanks for the reminder on that. So with that, maybe we'll do a raid over to Goodman Games and see what they're up to at this point in their con schedule. So thanks everyone. We'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
Thanks.